Hey everybody, good evening and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the ATR, the now updated ATR. You can't tell from looking at it from the outside that it's updated, but inside, hopefully it's updated. Yeah, so, oh, that's weird. It's got my N number overlaid on top of some other registration. That's kind of weird. Yeah, so this aircraft was updated as of like, I don't know, I think 1 o'clock my time here on the East Coast. And I figured, how could we not test it out on a bunch of legs around the Caribbean? So today we're going to go as, it's actually like Air Guyana, I think. 1202. We're not on VATSIM, so it doesn't really matter. But this is the livery for it. Yeah, so it says Air Antilles. It's a cool looking livery though. I like this. It's very Caribbean. It's very tropical. Excuse me. So yeah, so we're gonna go from we're here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we're gonna go from San Juan to St. Martin. And then we're going to see how this aircraft turns itself around, if we run into the same issues that we had before, or if they were fixed. Hopefully this thing will be able to do a turnaround flight without having to leave things in hotel mode. We're going to test that out. We're going to test out VNAV. We're going to test out just seeing how this will fly. I think the approach into St. Martin is going to be an RNAV. Maybe we'll get an ILS in there too. I don't know. We're just going to see how this thing performs after the update. So we're going from, let's see, what I say, Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico to St. Martin, and then we'll go St. Martin to Guadeloupe, and then Guadeloupe to Martinique. And if we have time, and I don't think we'll go Martinique to Barbados, but we'll see. So what's going on? Caleb, what's up, man? How you doing? Caleb, good to see you, man. Micah, don't forget my PAVE and I'm safe checklists. Yes, the pilot, aircraft, environment, emotions, and then I'm safe. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's a good one right there. I'm safe kind of feeds into PAVE, doesn't it? Caleb, if you're new, please fasten your seatbelt and hit that. Hey, thanks, Caleb. Exactly. Hop Top, what's going on? Good to see you. Caleb is adding a bunch of points to everybody. Kango, what's up, man? Hopefully this update is bulletproof. Yeah, man. Yes, the PAVE kind of feeds into I'm safe. Here goes Micah with his reading off what the acronym stands for. I'm safe. Hold on. It's scroll up. Illness. Jeez. I don't know. I forget, to be honest with you. Anyway, it's what you do before you start a flight to make sure that you are fit to fly and the aircraft is fit to fly in the environment. Now I'm in like FS desktop hell here. How do I get out of it? Uh-oh, there we go. Cool. Caleb, who needs points? All right, cool. So let's get started. Let's try GSX to start the boarding. If this doesn't work, I'm going to quickly kill GSX. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but let's go ahead and request boarding. We've got ground power applied. So I've got the all-in-one tablet kind of overlaid on top of the actual EFB, but we don't need the EFB right now, so we'll just put the tablet up here. And we got ground power, so we'll put that on. I'm sorry, battery on, and external power can come on too. Yes. We're both. There we go. So let's go through nothing different so far. And if I see some different things after the update, I'll try to point them out. But anyway. Caleb, Hop Top, how many points? Just giving away points for free. So the flow is basically, it's a dark panel. So everything, well, we want the fuel pumps need to stay on. One thing that I have noticed is now the beacon light starts as off. So all of the lights are off. Whereas before, like the beacon and the nav light would be on startup. So we'll go ahead and put the nav light on. We'll turn the prop brake on. Generators can come on. It's going to be in a faulted state, but that's fine. Come down here. I already put fuel on the aircraft, so we'll put the seatbelt sign and the no devices on. Emergency exit lights can be armed. We'll leave the probe heating and the windshield heating off for now. The AC Wild bus can come on, and the hydraulic pumps on. Crew oxygen can also come on. And let's get this turned down a little bit. It's 30 degrees inside the aircraft, so it's a little bit toasty. Cool. Hop top, got your points. Awesome. Cool. So cancel that. Go ahead and just put in, well, first of all, initialize the aircraft. This is the first time I've flown this thing since the update too, so we're kind of learning this together. So pausing it. So far this all works the same. To be honest with you, I think we had some pretty good flights in this aircraft. The only thing that really bothered me was the fact that we couldn't do a turnaround. Everything else, in my opinion, worked pretty well. Now, FlightSimulator.com forums kind of ripped this thing to pieces, to be honest with you, and I just, I wasn't seeing it. All right, so our weights are in, and we can confirm those against our sim brief profile. Takeoff weight 43. It's not kilograms, this isn't pounds, so 43,000 pounds. 44,627. I'm gonna call that close enough. Cool. And trim's gonna be 1 unit. Anybody want to play Pac-Man? You hold trim button up or down too long, that noise warns you that trim is running. Bill Santiago, thanks for the subscription, man. Welcome. All right, looks like GSX is working. Let's take a step outside real quick to see how that looks. Hey, there they go. All right, it's working. GSX is really hit or miss with this aircraft, that as far as I've found. But in this case, it looks like our very brave passengers are... sir, can you please let her board before you do that? Our brave passengers are actually boarding the aircraft, so that's kind of cool. All right, nice. Let's get back to what we're doing here. Cool, so the weights look good. Let's initialize the flight plan. So the route today is going to be from Tango Juliet, Sierra Juliet to Tango November, Charlie Mike, San Juan to Saint Martin, and we are Guyana 1202. Guy 1202. Awesome. So this is all similar to the way it worked before the update. We're going to use a runway 08. Actually, why don't we go ahead and check the weather before we go too much further here. We'll go to VSR. Now, there is, it's funny, there is VATSIM online. I think like Tower and they have the ATIS up here, but that's about it. I'm not taking this thing on VATSIM until I know this update actually works. Hop top, buying tickets tomorrow for Transformers Rise of the Beast. Awesome, man. I'm so far behind on those movies, man. 150 at 8. Yeah, we can still use a runway 08. That's fine. Altimeter 29907. Let me set that. Let's set that over here too, except it is not in inches of mercury for some reason. Oh, I think you can set this in the EFB. 29907 is set. Cool. All right, let's go back to our OFP. This is gonna be runway 8, then direct to San Juan, so no SIDS. And that's gonna be Sierra Juliet uniform. Sierra Juliet uniform. And it's gonna be that one. And then from there, it's an airway. It's this Romeo Tango Echo 2. So a lot of people have problems with airways in this aircraft. And what you need to do, don't try to type it in and enter it in here, just click on the soft key next to the airway line and then choose your airway this way. So it's going to be a route 2, and then same with then the exit from the airway. Don't try to enter it in here, just click on the right side key there and then pick it from there. So it's going to be Sierra Tango Tango, execute, return, and that should be good for the route. And then we're going to use, it's always runway, it's always 10, it's always RNAV 10. No star, but we'll have, let's see, we'll take, which via do we want? One second here. Let's take a look at this. I think we want to take it from Kabul. We'll probably have to delete a few waypoints here too. So anyway, let's see what that gives us. Eli, hey, here we go again in the ATR. Yeah, man, Eli, it's only because there was an update. I mean, I wouldn't have flown this again. I mean, we did 2 flights in this last week, but there was apparently a big update. So how could we not, right? All right, let's check this route. I think we're gonna have to make some modifications here. Yep. We can get rid of that discontinuity for one. Kabul, was it Avaki? Yeah, okay, cool. That actually worked out pretty well. All right, nice. Cool, so that's all in. And let's go to our perf init. Get our cruise altitude. That's going to be 15,000 feet. It's always a pretty low cruise altitude in this aircraft, I've found, because I don't usually fly more than like an hour-long sector. But cool, that's all in. We already got our weights in. How do I get to our... Oh, there we go. There's our V speeds. 108, 108, 111. Cool. Awesome. Well, that's it. That is all in, and that all looks good. Let's set our cruise altitude up here. It was 15,000 feet. I just want to make sure that we get a top of climb and a top of descent mark, and then we can actually start running through the checklists. The numbers are so small. Okay, 15,000. Let's go back to the plan view. Let's go zoom out a little bit. There we go. Next. There's top of climb. Cool. That's in. And there's a top of descent mark. All right. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see how VNAV works when we get... Oops. Yeah, awesome. Cappy, dude, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you, Micah. You got your you got everything covered in plastic for your acid bath. Looks like a meth lab. I'm gonna assume that you know that because you watch Breaking Bad. Seriously, it's good that you're getting close, man. Yeah, I mean, it's getting to be really good flying weather. And I've, like, man, after that flight on Sunday, like, I caught the itch again. Like, all I want to do is go back to the hangar and fly. So, yeah, man, I can only imagine how you're feeling right now after not having flown in so long in your own airplane. That it's going to be awesome to get that done. Cool. Let's do the... Actually, let's... they're still getting the bags on board. Cool. All this is set up. We can put the engine number 2 into hotel mode at this point, I think. So let's put the wing light on. Let's make sure that the service door is closed. It is. And let's go ahead and start number... you know what? No, let's not do that. Let's do this the right way. Oh, Micah, you're a cop. That's right. So you've seen meth labs firsthand. I've only seen meth labs on television. All right. Let's do the final cockpit preparation checklist. And that is checked. Let's do the second preparation checklist. Parking brake is set. Altimeters are set and checked. Landing elevation checked. FMS is set. We need to set our transponder code though. Let's just assume we got 2000. Like I said, we're not on VATSIM tonight. I'm not doing that to VATSIM. I'm not doing that with an aircraft that I don't know works or not. I'm just not doing it. So that's all set. Fuel quantity is good. There we go. Is good. Reset the engine, reset fuel used. I'm going to go ahead and confirm the takeoff data as well. V speeds, V1 108, rotate at 108 as well. V2 is 111. Memo panel, that's fine. Power management is takeoff. Yes, takeoff. Okay, procedure is completed. And the next checklist is before we start rotating the propellers. So let's go ahead and put this thing into hotel mode. So we go to start A and B. Fuel pump's already on. Start. Wait for NH to come up over 10%. I've been waiting until about 15%. And then introduce fuel. We already checked that the propeller brake is on. All right. Oil pressure's up. ITT is rising. And that's a good start. All right, cool. So we can turn the external power off and we can get rid of the GPU. So that's all started. Looks like passengers and cargo are on board.
Too small for your aircraft.
Yep. Cool. So we can actually go prepare for pushback and departure. We can close the cargo door. We can close up the main door, take the tail prop off, leave the wheel chocks on though, because GSX is going to need to have those there. Cool. Then we can run the before propeller rotation checklist. Salsky, what's going on, man? Quick question. How do I turn the knobs in VR? It's funny you ask, Salsky. I actually made a video on how I have my Oculus controllers configured. So if you go up on the channel, there's a video. It's called like Ultimate Oculus Quest Controller Setup Guide or something clickbaity like that. But yeah, it's got all the bindings and actually shows you how to push and pull knobs if you're on an Airbus and stuff like that. So yeah, check that out. And if you have questions, let me know. Yeah, man. If you have questions, either pop into Discord or, sir, I'm not sure that's normal. There we go. All right, before propeller rotation checklist, cockpit door locking system. People ask, what is CDLS? It's this. Make sure it's locked. It's checked. FMS and takeoff data, we already confirmed that. That's checked. Trims, 1 unit up is checked. Tail prop removed. Doors are closed and checked. Seatbelt sign is on. Beacon light, of course, is on. For propeller rotation checklist is complete. So let's go ahead and have them push the tail to the left. And let's get out of here. Back to my airport diagram first. Cool. Yeah, stand by. Stand by. You should have taken the chocks off, sir. Stop yelling at me. Parking brakes released. Cool. So engine 2 is already in hotel mode, so we can take the propeller brake off and put that into auto. And we can start number 2. I'm sorry, number 1. NH coming up. Introduce fuel. Let's go outside and see how this thing looks. See, now we got number 2 out of hotel mode. It's spinning. And number 1 is starting up. Man, I love this livery. This thing looks cool. That's cool that GSX works with it too. Cool, good start. Engine start is off. Number 1 going into auto mode for the condition lever. One thing I need to do, what's our departure heading is 078. So let's set that while we wait here. Just gonna set the heading to 078. And I still can't use the bindings, which kind of sucks. The normal bindings for these selectors, the knobs and the buttons on the autopilot don't work. Parking brake set. 078. Looks like 2 good starts to me.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Disconnect. Crete, what's up, man? You want to fly a plane in Perth in the sim, but it's heavy rain with low vis. 25 to 55 kilometer an hour winds. Go for it, man. It's a sim. Do what you want. Oh, man. Crete, go for it. Seriously. Fly the ATR, man. Bear X, what's up, man? Your ATR didn't follow the VNAV path correctly. You were at GS, all the glide slope altitude before the final fix. All right, Bear, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on that. All right, probe heat on, windshield on. Oops, I already had that on. Not that it really is going to matter. What's the temp in here? 24. Can make that a little cooler. Cool. Awesome. Before taxi checklist, please. All right, recall checked. The the cockpit communications hatch. Look, the document door opens now. See? Hello. I know that is something new, very important that came with the update, but that opens now. So anyway, document comm hatch is closed. Condition levers 1 and 2 are in auto. Anti-icing we don't need. The TRU we did not put on. That is now on. Anti-skid test, we'll pretend that we did that. Flaps, we definitely have set to flaps 15. Nose wheel steering is on. For taxi checklist is complete. All right, let's run the taxi checklist. Taxi checklist, taxi and takeoff lights. On. Brakes. Checked. Okay, so the flight guidance panel, we're going to go heading, and then ARM LNAV, we're going to go IAS, but out select is going to be blue, so that all looks good. Takeoff config test is going to fail because we have the gust lock on. How did I get Navigraph on the tablet? It just disintegrated with the tablet. 30K. Micah, get study in 5 days. You got this, man. You're on the razor's edge, man. And like I said, if I can pass it, and I had to scratch my head on pave and I'm safe, you got this, my friend. You got this. Cappy dude, I'm sorry to tell me, but once I take off, you gotta go. Ah, bummer, man. All right. Micah's leaving. Cappy dude's leaving. All right. Everybody else stick around. And don't forget to hit the like button as you come in and before you go. So check this out. The takeoff config test, it's gonna fail because the gust lock is still on. But you're supposed to have the gust lock on for taxi. So now it passes. So that's kind of an issue, but we'll put the gust lock back on and just say we're holding on the takeoff config test then, and that will just call complete. Awesome. All right. Go back to our navigation display and zoom it in a little bit. And let's taxi out to runway 08. Cappy dude, you already like that. That's cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, how does the stream look, by the way? Everything kind of smooth. I'm sitting back a little farther than I usually sit. I don't know. Maybe that'll help you guys see more. I don't know. Like, it feels like we're taxiing at 100 miles an hour, but we're only going 14 knots per the indicator there. Actually, I need to move myself up a little bit. This is too far back. Sorry, folks, but I can't sit that far back in VR. What I will do is lower this down a little bit. There we go. So you can see the displays at least. There we go. Is that all right? What do you guys think? It looks clean? Cool. I don't know now if it looks like I'm sitting too far down or not. I don't know. I'm trying to give you all the best experience in 2D as translated from what I see in VR. All right, let's get back out onto this taxiway here, which looks like it is Sierra. Looks like a nice day here in San Juan. Oh, I've got the time set way back too. This is like morning time in San Juan. I do need to move this up a little bit. This is just to find a good balance between like how this shows in VR and me actually being able to somewhat fly this thing. All right. So we'll taxi out and then run the before takeoff checklist. Kango 26 looks good. Cool, man. Performance is not any worse and it's not any better. I don't think they did a whole lot with this update for performance, but honestly, I had really good performance with the with the original update. So, Helga, what's up? Looks good. Awesome. Yeah, when I modified some of the stream settings, and I noticed that a little bit of the edges were getting clipped. It was looking much better, but a little bit of the the lower part of the view was getting clipped off. So like on approach, it was kind of hard to see like parts of the like the PFD and the ND. Not necessarily in this aircraft, but like in the 7.3 and in the Airbus. And we're all about continuous improvement here at VR SimPilot Air. Cool. All right, we're almost there, and then we'll run the before takeoff checklist, and then we'll get out of here on our way to Saint Martin, and then we can see how this thing does in the cruise and on the descent. We'll test out VNAV, and we'll test out the RNAV approach to runway 10 into Saint Martin. I do like this airplane. Honestly, I liked it before the update. I don't know. Like I said, it caught a lot of flack. No pun intended, I guess, aircraft. But it caught a lot of grief on the forums for being, you know, not study level and this and that. It's like, folks, man, $20. Plus $20. All right. So let's go ahead and put the transponder on. Weather radar can come on. And we'll run the before takeoff checklist. Takeoff briefing. We already performed that. Gust lock. Now it should be removed. Flight controls. After we take the gust lock off. Air free and correct. Transponder is on. We don't need boost. Airflow normal. Cabin crew has been advised. Engine bleeds are on. External lights. We'll put the takeoff, put the landing lights on in a second. Lateral flight director bar is on. Rudder cam centered. Sure. Before takeoff checklist complete. Cool. All right, let's go. So we're going to rotate at 111 knots, and then we're going to kind of climb straight ahead. We'll accelerate. Turn the yaw damper on. We'll climb up to, I think it's about over 500 feet. I'm going to try to get the speed up a little bit because then we're going to turn the power management lever into the climb mode, and then we'll engage autopilot, which should get us on LNAV, and then IAS pitch mode up to our altitude of 15,000 feet. Is that right? It's only 15,000 feet. Let me check that. Yep, 15,000 feet. So that's that. So let's go. Cappy dude, one day can I fly the Beluga? I don't own it. I would if I owned it, but I don't have it. I think that's an X-plane thing. And I don't have that for X-plane. Strobes on. Cool. This is gonna be fun. I've actually been looking forward to flying this for a while again. Had to put it away a little bit. Flew the, what do we fly? The fly-by-wire and then the PMDG, but I don't know. I really did enjoy flying this. All right, let's line it up. Heading is synced. Toga, or notch. We have to put it in the notch. That's what they call that. Notches in chat, everybody. Light forward pressure on the yoke, which is turning blue because of my VR controller. Airspeed's alive. Oh, trying to maintain center line. 80 knots checked. Trying to maintain center line. There's 100. There's almost. There's V1. Hey, it doesn't auto rotate like it used to rotate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Messy. 10 degrees. Positive rate. Gear up. That was ugly. Sorry, folks. Yaw damper on. All right, we're in LNAV. Just kind of hand flying it now. Let's actually go ahead and put this to climb mode. And now it's going to want to pitch down. Build airspeed. I'm going to go autopilot on. And it's going to pitch down now to try to build speed. Why are we not in manage mode? There we go. Now we're in manage mode. Now it'll pitch down. Flaps up. It's hazy. Let's go outside. There you go. That's it. This thing climbs like a pig. It looks cool, but man, does it climb like just a pig. 1,300 feet per minute. Anyway, Cappy dude, yeah, I know. 30 bucks for something that is, I mean, that's a niche aircraft if I've ever seen one. Let's do the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Power management is in climb. Engine bleeds are on. Taxi and takeoff lights. I'm gonna turn the taxi light off. We'll leave the takeoff lights on for a minute. Altimeters, we don't need to set those. They are set, and after takeoff checklist is complete. Cool. That's it. Let's go to our map page here and check our route. This thing is so sluggish. Richie, what's going on, man? Wait, what's all this propeller stuff? You love propeller stuff, man. I know it's not an arrow. What's going on, man? Here, outside view for Richie. It's like a big arrow with like massive blades and turboprops and stuff, Rich. Good to see you, man. Late. What's going on? Actually, I guess it's not. Oh, it is late. Are you still doing that stuff that's taking you up, keeping you up kind of late? By the way, oh man, the scenery looks really good in VR. I'm just saying. It looks really good. Cool. Let's try some. I don't know. Do we need lights up? Oh, I guess not. I guess they already are kind of up. Oh. Singles exactly. You work briefly at the company that makes these props? That's awesome, man. Yeah, I thought that was last night. Okay. Oh, was it a bank holiday yesterday? I forget, man. I can't keep track. I can't keep track of my own schedule, much less yours, man. It's good to see you, though. Oh, we should have streamed the Arrow. By the way, everybody, Richie Flyus, I mean, I guess I'll try to introduce you. He works with alongside of the folks at V-Flight Air, makers of probably the best Arrow representation for any sim in terms of like systems and flight model. The V-Flight Air Arrow for X-Plane. Yeah, man. Celebrity among us. What's going on? You are a celebrity, sir. We have a celebrity amongst us. One of these days, perhaps you'll be making a big announcement, maybe on this channel, about, I don't know, maybe something that may eventually be upcoming. Blush, lol. Aw. Well, folks, I think we turn the landing lights off. We're not at 740. We're not at 737 here. I'm pretty sure we don't need to have those on all the way up to 10,000 feet in this aircraft. So that's all good. We can zoom out a little bit here. It's funny, these displays are chock full of click spots. I only really know two of them, is the zoom in and zoom out. I know I can click here to zoom in and here to zoom out. Anywhere else, if I try to click anywhere else, it screws me up. So I try not to. Richie, man, you do need to start streaming your own bids. You absolutely do. You have the tools, you have the charisma, you have the skills, especially when it comes to flying either the Twin Comanche or the Piper Arrow, or need I even say it, the Airbus. Richie is a massive Airbus fan. I think it's a known fact. So anyway, good to see you, man. Good to see everybody. This thing just kind of purrs along at 1,100 feet per minute, climbing through 6,900 feet for 15. We haven't even cleared Puerto Rico yet. Oh, this may be the longest stream ever. I'm pretty sure we're not going to make it all the way to Barbados, folks. I'm pretty confident that fourth sector, it may not happen. I love this livery, though. I mean, it just makes me think of the Caribbean. Like, this is like, yeah, okay. I landed here. I landed at, San Juan International. Now, I guess this flight, you wouldn't fly to San Juan and then take one of these to St. Martin. There's tons of flights directly to St. Martin. But if you wanted to go to, like, the Virgin Islands, you could fly to San Juan and take one of these. In fact, I think we're going to fly over the Virgin Islands. I think the British Virgin Islands, actually. The British Virgin Islands are right here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I may be wrong. No, these are the British Virgin Islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands are like down here somewhere. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, too. No, Charlotte Amile is here. That's BVI. This must be USVI down here. Yeah, these are the British Virgin Islands. I'm not sure why. I wonder, you know what we might do? Maybe we'll try to give ourselves a direct, because this route is a little bit wonky. Maybe we'll give ourselves direct once we get to, like, St. Thomas. We'll give ourselves a direct to, like, Sluggo and see what happens. Really test out the capabilities of the flight management system. Richie, a face for radio. Yeah, same, man. That's why you will never see a face reveal on this channel. Cappy dude, Airbus fan. Oh, you guys have things to talk about. The Saratoga might knock your Arrow love. Yeah, I mean, given the choice, I'll take a Saratoga over an Arrow any day. Any day. I mean, sim or real life, right? But real life, that's all a question of money. Holy cow, Saratogas are nice. I met a guy that flies a Meridian. Just kind of a normal guy, and but he flies a Meridian. I'm like, I didn't ask him how much it cost because it's a pretty new Meridian. Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of the dream right there. Was it a Meridian or no? What's the other? It was a Meridian, but there's another one that I always confuse the Meridian with. It's the, oh, come on, help me out, guys. What's the other? It's a PT6 powered. It's like a 6-place. Maybe it's an 8-place. I guess it is a Meridian. I don't know. Oh, 10,000 for 15. Malibu, that's right. Although this was a Meridian, I think. Yeah, the Malibu. I think the Malibu, is that the 6th place? And then the Meridian might be bigger, like the 8. Weather looks good here in the in the Caribbean. Now, what is this? Is this the Antilles? So this is Air Antilles, and there's like the Greater Antilles and the Lesser Antilles, and then you've got the Leeward Islands. I mean, I can't keep it all straight. I mean, I've only ever come to this area for vacation, and I wasn't really concerned about the geography, let's just say. It's like, I don't care what it's called. They got warm, sunny weather, cold, fruity drinks, and really, really nice beaches, and not much else. Navy Blue, what's up, man? Good. It's feeling good. It, honestly, so far no difference. We're gonna see once we get into like VNAV territory, Navy Blue, but yeah, man. Richie, right. Okay, depends on the age. Right, because they don't make the Malibu anymore. It's the Meridian, right? Malibu is old. Is that right? Or do I have it backwards? I don't know, I should know these things. I don't know. Kind of got a like foggy brain too. Maybe it's like, I don't know, long COVID or something, but yeah. Details like that. Anyway. But yeah, Navy Blue, it feels good. Like flying it. I mean, I think once we get closer to St. Martin and you know, start in on the approach and I'll hand fly it a little bit, then we'll really find out. But right now, it's done everything I asked it to do. It's got our top of climb point set up here. We zoom out a little bit. We should see top of descent. Yeah, there's our TOD point. We got our route is drawn properly. I mean, everything looks pretty darn good right now. So far so good. I picked the first leg is a little bit longer than the subsequent legs, but not. I mean, this is not a super long leg either. These aircraft just don't fly really long legs in general. Cappy dude, just wow. One's bigger. Yeah, one is bigger. I forget. Richie, right? The Piper Exec Ranger. I'll just M. Is it like the M400 or something like that? M600. Yeah, the guy I was talking to, it's a Meridian. I'm almost positive. It's not that old though. I mean, his plane is. I mean, if it's 6 years old, then that's probably too old. I think it's even less than that, and it's a Meridian. But he flies that thing back and forth to Florida all the time. I mean, like it's nothing. I mean, he just gets in it and goes to like Palm Beach from the DC area. Like, that's nice. Like, I feel proud of myself when I go to see my dad in Pennsylvania, and it's like an 1.5-hour flight. Like, oh, look, I did a trip. I actually didn't just go and like fly out to the Shenandoah Valley, land, and come back and, you know, log it as cross country, because technically it is. This guy goes to like Palm Beach and Tampa and crap like that, and it doesn't take him very long at all. But M350, M400, right? That's right. They renamed it. Okay. You could do Florida in an hour and a half. I didn't ask him, but yeah, probably. That's crazy, right? That's next level stuff. That's like when Mrs. VR Sim Pilot hits it big. Guys, I gotta tell you, I brushed off the phone number. I shouldn't even say this on the stream because I'm probably not gonna carry through with it. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Maybe you guys can hold me accountable. I brushed off the phone number, actually the email address in this case, to the flight school that is on the west side of Manassas Airport. And I shot them an email asking what it would take to get me through my commercial in the Aero, you know, just instructor, having already have passed the written, what it would take to get me just through my commercial by like the end of the year. And the chief pilot actually wrote back and he's like, well, there's a lot of variables, why don't you just come in? I'm like, yeah, all right. So if I take that next step, then that's the next step. But we'll see if I'm not motivated to do it. But to let you all know, I took the next step, which was actually emailing them about seeing what it might take. Because at this point, I feel like I'm wasting all that studying that I did to ace the written, basically. And it expires after 2 years. And I passed it January of 22. So I've got less than a year. So, yeah. Navy blue, yeah, I wish you had that kind of freedom. Yeah. Shenandoah. So I flew into Shenandoah, Navy blue on Sunday. 2 reasons. One, just because the airplane is back online. Okay, we're almost to altitude here. One, the airplane was back online. Two, it needs more hours on that cylinder to break it in at high power. So you have to run them at as high of an as high power as you can possibly run them for a certain number of hours. What it does is it helps to it's hard to describe. It helps to smooth off the like micrometers worth of the little grooves that stick out after the scoring process. So when they forge a cylinder, I don't know, get into the weeds, but I'm gonna do it anyway. When they forge a cylinder, it basically is completely smooth. But then to give it the ability to kind of have oil properly lubricate it, they take a really fine grain of like scoring, like sandpaper, but not, and they score it. So it puts these teeny tiny grooves, like micrometers, deep, let's say. But it leaves little edges that are kind of jagged. So what you want to do when you break them in is run it at really high, as high temp as possible and high power as possible, to wear off the little jagged edges, and not have oil stick in the little grooves, which is called glazing, and that's bad. So anyway, I went to Shenandoah at like as fast as I could possibly go, as high power as I could possibly go, all the way honestly into the pattern. I was going way too fast, and the arrow slows down real quick. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I went to Shenandoah. Cappy dude, you live in New York. That's how long it takes to get to Florida? What, an hour and a half? That's pretty good, man. Navy blue, all right, you're my accountant buddy. Ask me how it's going. Keep me honest. Richie on the M600 cruises at 250 knots at flight level. All right, well, if it's Manassas to Orlando exec, it's not flight level 120, sir. This is the United States, my friend. 2.5 hours. That's pretty good. Cappy, dude, you got an ad. Well, click on it, man. That helps the channel. Guys, click on all the ads that you can. Trust me. It helps out the channel. All right, top of descent is going to be in what? Progress. All right. Oh, one thing. Okay. All right. Here's one thing that's good that's not happening. Is our top of descent indicator is not flickering, and this is just bang on. 35 minutes, 66 nautical miles. It's not, remember in that stream around, was it Fiji? This kept flickering. So that's really good. It's just dead on. Okay, so let's pull up. Oh, I did say we were going to go direct, didn't I? I think we are going direct. Where are we going? Yeah, we're going direct to Gabul. All right, well, we gave ourselves the shortcut just because we cut all this out of the flight plan anyway. I did that on purpose, folks. I did that all on purpose. So Gabul is, let's check our chart here. All right, 2,600 feet. Avaki also, I believe, 2,600 feet. Then Lesor, which is the FAF, 1,700. Excellent. Watching our speeder. Oh, we can put this over into cruise now. Very good. Okay, so what's our MDA? It's going to be 700 feet. So we can put this to MDA and spin this up to 700 feet. And then we need to click that over into MDA, or else it'll keep flashing if they disagree. Like if one is in DH and the other's in MDA, they flash, which is irritating. Uh-oh, Cappy dude. What happened? All your messages got deleted, man. Huh. Richie, rough calc at 1 a.m. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, it's gonna be late. Sorry, man. Hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep tomorrow, though. Can you sleep in at least? Cool. So what we'll do, once we get a little closer to top of descent, well, we can test this out. All right, if we go VNAV, I'm actually afraid to. If we go VNAV now. Now, look, VNAV vertical speed. Okay, so we need to get... Yeah, look, it's gonna... Alright, we're gonna wait till we get to within, like, a few miles of top of descent. Like, to within, like, 5 minutes of top of descent before we actually start spinning this down. Otherwise, and I think I heard or I read somewhere on the forums that this is actually how the real ATR works. Like, if you go into VNAV and start spinning the altitude, the selected altitude down, the aircraft actually starts to descend, and we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna wait until we get to within like 5 miles of top of descent, and then we'll spin all that down and go into VNAV and see how it does. Cappy dude. Oh, you said bye with a lot of emojis. Oh, sorry, man. Streamlabs is Cloudbot doesn't like that apparently. Sorry, man. Dim. Hey, what's going on, man? What hobbies did I have before doing this? Like before simming? I mean, I have the same hobbies that I had before I started simming. I mean, I like to fly, in real life. That's one hobby. I like to play golf. That's kind of like flying and playing golf, I think, would be my two biggest hobbies. I'm a lot better at flying than I am at playing golf. But I do like golf actually a lot. I really suck at it. And the golf, like all the golf lesson money and stuff like that, goes into my daughter. So I don't take lessons anymore because all that goes into my kid. But I do love to play golf. I like to get out. I like to walk 18 with buddies. I like to hit the ball around. I try to shoot under 90, mid 80s. But I'm just not very good at it. But I like to fly too. Unfortunately, the real airplane has been undergoing some maintenance recently, and I haven't had a chance. But I went up on Sunday, and man, I loved every minute of it. It was like it rekindled the passion. The plane flew so good. It was so smooth. Engine just performed perfectly. Weather wasn't great. It wasn't sunny. It was actually pretty. overcast. Yeah, I was VFR. I didn't file IFR. Anyway, yeah, I like doing stuff like that. I like hanging out with my family, you know, doing stuff with my family. Yeah, I don't know. Richie, more flying, exactly. Damn, excellent. Playing golf is harder than flying, confirmed. Yeah, I totally agree. Golf is an insane sport. It is maddening. It's a different sport. It's played on a different field every time if you play different courses. And not only is it a different field, it's 18 different fields within different fields. And then there's like 6 games within the game on each hole that you have to be good at. It is insanely hard. I mean, it's maddening, yet we do it anyway. It's like, and you keep coming back. Like, you have 17 holes of absolute trash golf, and then like on 18, you crack off like a perfect drive. You pipe one right down the middle, and then maybe you got a 7-iron in, and you stick it to within like 3 feet, and you make the birdie putt, and you're like, oh man, I'm coming back. I'm playing again. Richie, you suck at all ball sports. Golf isn't really a ball sport, though, right? I mean, it involves a ball, but it's not like football or like American football or basketball. I mean, I totally suck at those sports. I used to play. All right, I almost said soccer. So soccer for the Americans, football for everyone else in the world. And I played that as an adult too, in an adult league, and it was awful. I was so bad at it. I had no finesse. I would just sort of like throw myself at the play, and I kept getting hurt. We were playing against like people 15 years younger than us too. Like, I hurt my finger really bad. Like, it still has a little bit of a bend to it. Almost broke my nose trying to play keeper. Anyway, terrible. Happy dude, you're bored, so you're back. Well, welcome back. I'm honored. I hope we can break your board. I hope this is more exciting than whatever it is that you were doing. We are 19 minutes from our top of descent. I wonder if we can see. Now, I don't know what these islands are. They look awesome. I don't think we can see. Oh, yeah, I think that's St. Martin in the back. I think that's Anguilla off to the north, and then St. Martin is the one to the south. Or maybe that's St. Martin there, the mountains. I don't know. You can sort of see islands in the distance. In the rising sun, I have the time set to morning. So yeah. All right, let's check a couple things here. All right, so our approach speed is going to be 107 knots, and that's going to appear here on our PFD. Once we go into approach, basically approach mode like an Airbus. So that's good, and that's kind of the only thing we need to check. Everything else looked pretty good here. Our altitudes were all in. If we check here, Gaboul 2,600 feet or above, Avaki 2,600 feet or above. Actually, I think it should be a hard altitude. You know what? Let's make that a hard altitude. I wonder if that's going to screw up our. Is that going to screw up our top of descent? Yeah, I moved it up a little bit. I want to be at Avaki at 2,600 feet. So, cool. So what I will do is I will spin in. Pretend that we got cleared for the RNAV runway 10 into St. Martin. We've already briefed the approach. Final approach course 096, 1700 is the FAF. Missed approach, climbing right turn 4,000 feet direct to on bed. So it's going to be a big right turn and then to on bed. And then, transition level. Ooh, it's not 180. Interesting. Well, we're going to leave it at 1800. Avaki at 2600. or above, but lessor I put in as hard altitude, 1,700 feet. Once we get close to the FAF, we'll try to arm approach and see if it'll actually fly the RNAV approach, although I don't think it will, because this is not... This is just a... Yeah, I don't think this is... Well, we'll see what it does. And that's it. We already got our MDA in there. Let's get the weather at St. Martin. TNCM weather. Winds are 110 at 9, so it's right down the runway. Few at 2,000 feet, temps 28. QNH, well, altimeter 3003. So let's set that. .3003. That's set. ATIS altimeters approach. Avionics approach briefing and approach checks are to go. Awesome. How do I get to the descent checklist? Normal procedures. Descent checklist. Recall. Checked. Landing elevation we already checked. Performance set and checked. MDA is checked, and we already briefed the arrival. That's all checked. Whoops. Procedure complete. Cool. All right. Top of descent is in. Well, so far so good with this thing. Go to our progress page. 9 nautical miles. So we'll go VNAV. Actually, we can go VNAV now. Hey. No, I guess it won't let us go VNAV. Why? Oh, because we're still at that altitude. Once I gets to within 5 miles, I'll spin the altitude down to... I guess technically I could spin it down to the MDA, which is 700 feet. I'll spin it down to 1,000 feet. 6 miles to run. Cappy dude, sorry, let's see. Richie, manifold pressure, wind correction, density, altitude sounds so much easier than 700 exactly. Bombasso, golf is a whole sport. It's a, yeah, exactly. It's sort of a ball sport. It's a club and ball and hole sport. I don't know. Cappy dude, Fortnite flight simulator? I don't know, man. Dim, if I perfect a plane in MSFS, how likely am I at landing at it in real life without training? Yeah, Cappy dude's right. Not good. Not good at all. Not good. Casio, thanks for the sub, man. Thank you. And with that, we need to focus on what we're doing. So let's go down. I said 1,000 feet. Now let's arm VNAV. Why isn't VNAV arming? Okay. Well. Huh. Well, that doesn't seem right. Pull the power back here a little bit. Well, there's our VNAV profile coming in. Okay. Why are we descending at 50? I'll hold. It's not right, folks. That's not right. Now let's go VNAV. There we go. VNAV path. Okay. That was a little bonkers. Okay, VNAV path, LNAV. Now we're good. It was descending us at 5,000 feet per minute, and that doesn't seem quite right, ladies and gentlemen. So maybe I screwed something up. I don't know. We do have our out constraint, 2,600 feet, so that's good. Now, technically, I can spin this down to 700 feet. because that is our MDA. Although we'll give it, let's go 800 feet. Let's give it 100 feet of buffer there. We can keep the power in a little bit. Cool. Cappy dude, yeah, you'll know what you're doing, but yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. It's not ideal. I mean, maybe in an emergency, I guess you could maybe do better than somebody with absolutely no idea of the aircraft systems or where things are laid out. But I mean, it's certainly not an ideal situation. Richie, flying in real life is very different, a lot more real, but knowing procedures and familiarity with you know, where things are and maybe how the aircraft operates from a systems perspective could help. I don't know. That'd be an interesting study. Rich, last time you fly a PA-28, you're relatively familiar with where everything is, but it's different. Yeah, the seat of your pants feeling is, even the way it sounds, I mean, it's just, it's totally different. Like, I mean, my frame of reference is, you know, just light single engine, you know, piston engine aircraft, and it's totally different. I mean, the sim is great, but it's totally different. Cappy dude, MSFS is basically like a study guide for the big test. Yeah, it's not. You wouldn't want to use like X-Plane or MSFS to try to pass your private cert. You know, either definitely not the oral portion, but even the flying portion. The only thing I think it really does help with is, one, like familiarization. If the panel is laid out properly in your sim aircraft, that, and two, for IFR, like for IR stuff, it can help you with procedures, familiarity, and chair flying. I mean, it's better than just sitting there imagining things. You know, it helped with IR a little bit. Like X-Plane way back in the day did help just with the procedures, I think. Let's put the landing lights on, 10,000 feet. We never took the seatbelt signs off. We'll pretend we did. Everybody go sit down. Descent checklist. We already did this. Descent checklist is already complete. All right, approach checklist. Seatbelts are on. Landing lights are already on. Altimeters, we already set. Cabin altitude is set, and that's good. Cool. So once we get around, what, 7,000 feet or so, we'll go into approach mode. Yeah, so far so good. That VNAV, like actually capturing VNAV was a little wonky, but now that we're on our VNAV path, looking good. There's St. Martin. We get to fly over Maho Beach. I mean, it's not the same as like a, you know, KLM 747 flying in, although they don't fly those in there anymore. I guess maybe a 330 or something. Well, not from KLM, Air France, I guess. But anyway, St. Martin's got two sides, right? Dutch side and French side. So you get KLM, Air France. All right, let's pay attention here. All right, let's go ahead and activate approach speeds. Start to slow us down a little bit here. Yeah, so far VNAV is looking pretty good. Richie studied the Airbus A320 FCOM and flight crew training manual, and you got a lot of hours in the sim. So yeah, you probably could. I mean, again, like in an emergency situation, you could probably get it down to like a land 3 situation, and yeah, I don't know, you could probably get it done. Cappy dude, that's what you're scared of when you fly. The people flying you in an airliner have got so much more training. Exactly. I mean, geez. Yeah, there's no reason to be scared to fly with qualified pilots. I mean, the only the only thing that ever like glances through my mind is, what was that one? Was it Euro? No, the German wings. I mean, that's the only thing. The only thing that ever like gives me even a little bit of like, well, what if? But you know, with all the bad stuff happening in the world, that stuff could happen in a shopping mall, like it did in Texas. I mean, somebody who's just that crazy, you know. Anyway, let's not think about it. Let's talk about better things like St. Martin and how awesome it is. Maybe we'll land at Princess Juliana, take an Uber, maybe up to like a Grand Casse. Is that what it is? The French side where they have all the restaurants. A nice French cooked meal. Maybe hit the beach first. Maybe go to Orient Bay. Or is it Orient Bay? Yeah, Orient Bay. That's where they have... If you venture too far down south in Orient Bay, you end up in how do I say this? Clothing optional section of the beach. Ask me how I know. Anyway, but the rest of that beach is beautiful. All right, slowing it down a little more here. Looking really good on profile from what I see on the ND. Yeah, Rich, exactly, man. It was totally rare, and you can't even think about it. I mean, if you think about stuff like that, you won't fly. I mean, so many what ifs. You know, way too many what ifs. All right, slowing it down. Let's hold it. Maybe try to hold it here at like 180 knots. See how that works out for us. Bombasso, you assume guys have a lot of confidence when you've never actually flown before. Back in the day, yeah, man, exactly. Like flying like Microsoft Flight Simulator in like 1992. Like, I got this. Like, wait a minute, this is like 16-bit graphics. Real airplane's a little bit different. But hey, man, it doesn't matter. Sim is all for fun. That's why we do it. I mean, I would never have the opportunity to fly an ATR. All right. Yeah, we already did the approach checklist. Everything's looking good, man. We are on speed, on profile. St. Martin, Capidu. Oh, yes. Richie, yeah, man, it's beautiful. I'm fortunate enough to have had the opportunity. My parents had a timeshare just to the south of the airport. I think hard enough I can remember the name of it. I got to go down here for the cost of the airfare. Before landing checklist, cabin crews advised, landing gears to go. All of this is still to go, so we'll hold all of that. Let's go. Excuse me, first flaps. Bombasso, yes, you don't want to know how I know. It was an accident, man. Trust me. I made a quick U-turn back to the north, back to the clothing required portion of the beach. Although it's a French beach, so only certain clothing required. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Cappy, did you be right back? I'm about to land, man. Richie, you landed the Concorde on the Nimitz. Of course you did. Oh, man. Guys, VNAV is looking really good. What if we arm the approach? Let's see what happens. Not yet, huh? Maybe we have to be closer to the FAF? There should be a way to arm approach, right? Within like, what, 2 miles maybe? So we're at 2 miles now. Let's sync the heading bug. No. Oh, look. Vertical path within 2 miles of the FAF. Okay. Let's see what it does. I got vertical path there. We need to slow down. Let's go final flaps. Whoa, let's overspeed the flaps. Let's overspeed the flaps. Nothing to see here, rookie. I got VFP. Let's see if it takes us down. This is looking pretty good, folks. Although, all right, let's see. All right, we're probably gonna level off here. Yeah. Are we still descending? We're still descending. Except we're getting kind of low. All right, let's disconnect the automation. I'm not trusting that right now. You're down. All right, gear down. Oh, all right, hold on, guys. Gear down, 3 green, flaps, full, power management, back to takeoff, TRU, any external lights are on, procedure complete. It's hard to do the checklist and fly at the same time. Yeah, we're super low. Look how low we are. Let's follow the flight directors and see what happens. I think we're really low. This doesn't seem right at all. All right, we'll just do it visually. Happy days of the simple flight models. What if we follow that vertical path indicator? Is that gonna way off center line here? We're really fast. Yeah, I'm not sure how well modeled like the RNAV approaches are in this thing. So we'll just follow the pappies. 2 reds, 2 whites. We're fast. There we go. A little bit better view.
500.
Let's get back on center line. Cruise ship. Kind of all over the place here. Oh, what am I doing? There's Maho Beach. All the crazy tourists. We're gonna buzz them. Because we're low. Just dragging it in.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, reverse. Oof. Oh, oops. Oh, I forgot. I have reverse bound to something else. That's not reverse. That's reverse. That was ugly. All right. There we go. All right. I have my reversers bound to a different button. I jammed the firewalls like through the firewall. Or the throttles through the firewall. Well, we'll check the landing rate. I think that was pretty miserable. Yikes. This isn't even a taxiway. Huh. Well, I think that went okay. Let's taxi back here. Oh, heads up, fire trucks. Yeah, this isn't really even a taxiway. That was ugly. Yikes. Cappy, dude, you're gonna hop off now. All right, man. We'll check the landing rate after you're gone, and I'll tell you that it was really good, although I don't think it was. All right, let's stop and do the after landing checklist. Radar can go to standby. Flight controls locked. Flaps up. Trim set back to 1 unit. Oops, there we go. Flaps are up, trims reset. Landing lights are off, strobe light off. now that we're actually on a taxiway. Heating, TRU, we can put all that off now too. These can come off, and we should start a timer here. Extra caution, cancel that. All right, so the timer is for when we can shut down engine number 1. Yeah, the landing was actually really terrible. To be quite honest with you, I was trying to do a checklist and land at the same time, which is not a good idea. Where should we park? I don't know where Air Guyana parks. There's some marshalers over there. I don't think I'm going to use GSX to do the deboarding. Let's put it... Oh, this is one of those custom airports too. It actually looks pretty good. Let's put it over here. Oh, I really have no clue where to park this thing. Oh, how about here on a closed taxiway? You know what? It's got to be a spot like over here. These are gates. I don't want a gate. About right over here. Here, Bravo 1. Perfect. That's what I want. Right next to that pole. I wonder if we can use GSX. Hang on, let's see. GSX.
Start the engines to request ground services.
Okay. It's been 2 minutes. We can shut. Well, we could have shut down engine 1. Right here. Perfect. All right, cool. Parking brake. All right, let's check that landing rate. I think it was pretty bad. Ooh, 200 feet per minute. Not the worst, but not the best either. All right, 200 feet per minute. 1.11 G. Okay, I'll take it. All right, whatever. So now what I want to do, we can shut down number 2. Or number 1, rather. Let me pull up the systems page. In particular, this one. No, in particular, the electric page. This one, okay. We can pull this back into feather. After landing checklist, we already ran this. Condition lever 1 is off. Procedure complete. Okay, parking checklist. Parking brake is on. Taxi light can come off. Let me do this too, so we can... Alright, so now that is... The propeller brake is locked. It's on. Parking brake's on. Taxi and takeoff lights are off. Condition lever 2 is feathered. Beacon light can come off because the props aren't spinning anymore. Transponder to standby. Transponder to standby. That should be an auto. All right, so we can go ahead and open the doors. Chocks in place, ground power. All right, so let's put the ground power on. Now here's where I got to be careful. because I want to make sure the batteries remain charging. Now, when I put the ground power on, see this? We have charging. Batteries are charging. That's great. Seatbelt sign off. That can come off. If new leg. All right. Procedure complete. Excellent. All right, now. Stand by. Let's get GSX up here.
The boarding requested.
This. All right. Let's see if we get our ground crew out here. Probably don't know where to go. No, here they come. Here comes the baggage loader. Okay.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Now, I'm going to shut down number 2. All right, number 2 is shutting down. Now keep an eye on this charging. Now this is where I had an issue turning this thing around last time. If these lights go white, then we got an issue. And we won't be, look at that, charge off. Why? I've got this available. This should be charging. That's BS. We need to start that back up quickly. That's wrong. That's not right. All right, we're going back into hotel mode. So that's a fail. That's wrong. We got ground power. AC Wild Bus, I don't need to have that ground power on. That has nothing to do with it. This charges the batteries.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Anyway. All right, well, we're back in hotel mode. And now, if we go back to our system page. Yeah, now we're charging again. Okay, well, whatever. That's wrong. It's just, that's not right. Let's reset this. Oops. Okay, cool. Let's let these passengers deboard. They should be heading out to the bus. There they go. Thank you for flying Antilles or Guyana Air. Welcome to St. Martin. Enjoy your vacation. Your bags are going to be coming off soon. And let's get the next flight set up. Yeah, all that can stay on like it is, I guess. Let me get my iPad out and let's plan the next flight. So we're going to go from here to Guadeloupe, and this one's actually a little bit shorter. Let me pull it up. So St. Martin to TFFR, which is Guadeloupe. Reset the time. Hold on, folks. Cool. Let's generate that. All right, new flight plan generated. I need a sip of water because my throat is dry. Cool. Let's reset that. Let's reset this. TNCM to TFFR. I've never been to this airport before, so this should be kind of fun. Pull up the weather page here. Let's get our sim brief profile here. TNCM to TFFR, and let's get Navigraph. Flights, unload, import from sim brief. The music is kind of Caribbean-ish, right? It's not bad. All right. Excellent. All right. So a new flight plan has been loaded. Where? We're expecting a runway 30. Is that right? TFFR. 110 at 5. Is there another runway that we could use? Because that doesn't seem right.
Do you want to deboard crew?
No. No, I don't. TFFR approach. I think we want to use runway 12. Let's do ILS Zulu 12 based on the weather forecast, right? Yeah, it's 120 at, I'm sorry, it's 110 at 5. And the TAF's got variable at 2. Yeah, let's shoot the ILS. Let's see how this thing does with an ILS approach. So we'll do that. Cool. All right. Baggage is still coming off. Richie, offer cocktails and sun loungers. Exactly. Lucky. Let's go reinitialize. Oh, you know what we need to do? Let's put some gas on board. Payload. Need to do it through the MSFS interface. Block fuel, 3649 pounds. We just need a little bit more gas here. 3719, close enough. It's impossible to get this exactly right. Payload, 6984. Ooh, that's not very many people and bags. 6984. Yikes. Let's call that good enough for a takeoff weight of 39,686. 38,955. Close enough. All right. Cool. Put all that back on. Go to our summary page here. Data. Init. We don't need to init the position again. We do need to re-init the weight. $39,685 versus, what did I say it was? $38,955. I think that's fine. All right, cool. So that's all good. Trim is 1.3 units up. 1.3. Good. So position init, weight init, flight plan init, route. We're going to go this time from TNCM to TFFF. TFFF. As we'll stay as Air Guyana 1202. Cool. All right. Execute. TNCM. We're going to go runway 10 on the Modor 2 to Elopo. And let's execute that. Oops. From Elopo, it's going to be the Bravo 520 airway. And we'll exit that at Anu. I work with someone named Anu. Huh. Cool. Where is it? Anu. Execute. Return. And then from Anu, we're going to take the Alpha 312. And from there, it's going to be the Papa Romeo. Execute that. Return. And that's going to be direct to TFFR. But we're using runway 12 today. One second, please. What the heck? Oh, jeez. Well, I screwed up. So let's redo that. Because it's TFFR, not TFFF. What an idiot. Jeez. Data, init. Flight plan init. Route. TNCM, let's do that again. TNCM to TFFR. There we go. And let's do all that over again. Runway 10, motor 2, Elopo, execute. Elopo, it's going to be Airway Bravo 520 to, I think we said Anu. Execute. Bear with me, folks. Sorry. And then from Anu, it's going to be the Alpha 312 to PPR. Execute. And now, TFFR, it's going to be the ILS 12 Zulu. Now let's see what BO we want to take. The dumb mistake. Why don't we go right from, what is this? Ridden. I don't think we want to go all the way around, so why don't we just take it right from Ridden. Yeah. Execute. All right. Now, we're going to have to do some modifications here, I think. So let's see what this looks like. I think from Kasky, we don't want to go all the way to the airport. The VOR looks like it's right over the airport. So from Kasky, let's delete that. And let's remove the discontinuity. And that looks much better. Execute. Yeah, I like that. I like that much better. Cool. All right. Data in it. Perfinite. Cruise. Oh, you know what we should do? Oh. Well, you know what? We should have had the boarding, but we're not gonna. I'm not gonna go through that right now. It's gonna take too long, so we'll just not do that. Cool. Cruising altitude 190. Ooh, way up there for this aircraft. FL 190. Cool. Let's check the SID. See if we have any altitude restrictions. We don't. It's just right to Elopo. Yeah. All right, we can go all the way up 190. I wish I could bind this to my to a button on my yoke, but apparently that's not working yet. All right, so far so good, except the one thing that really irritated me, it still exists, and that's the inability to shut down both engines and just have the batteries charging in kind of a turnaround state. but whatever. It is what it is. Cool. We are pretty much ready for pushback and start at this point. So why don't we close all this up? Tail prop can come out. Ground power can go away. All right. Let's do the final cockpit preparation checklist. Parking brake. Set. Altimeters. We should probably reset the altimeter. TNCM. I think we already did this actually. It is 06. 3006. 3006. Excellent. All right, that's all good. Go back here. Landing elevation is good. FMS is all good. FMS comm and nav set. Fuel quantity was checked. Reset the fuel used. We confirm the takeoff data while we're here. It's going to be 104 for V1 and VR. V2 is 110. Memo panel checked. Power management. I'm going to just reset this to takeoff power. And that is complete. Cool. All right. This all looks pretty good. Guys, let me do one thing now before I get... You know what? Let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. Before we take this next sector, give me like 2 minutes. I need to take a quick break. So I'm going to hit the be right back screen and I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Oh. Yep, got to put the headset down actually. Because I think... Did Streamlabs die? Oh, it did. Excellent. Streamlabs has decided to die, but the stream's still running, guys. I'll be right back. I need like 2 minutes. Hopefully the stream is still running. Just gonna put the headset down. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully we're back. You guys see again. Hopefully the stream is running. You guys let me know if you can see stuff. All right, let's call GSX and let's push back and get out of here. Here they come. Cool. For propeller rotation, cabin doors are shut. We've already confirmed our takeoff data. Trims are set. Tail prop removed. Doors are closed. Seatbelts
Hello, Captain. We
are
are ready for pushback.
on. Beacon light coming on. Before propeller rotation checklist complete. Awesome. All right. Let's see.
Departure checks completed.
I hope this is still
Bypass
working,
pin
guys.
inserted.
Can you guys still see the stream? Let's see. No. I might be streaming to nobody at all. That's all right. I don't care. Cool. Runway heading is 096. Let's set that. Actually, should have already been set. It is. We're going to use heading select.
Locking gear.
LNAV will be armed. We'll use IAS and heading select is armed. Cool. And rotate at 104 knots. Awesome. Captain Stan, what's up, man? What was the update? Oh my gosh, there was a lot involved in the update. Stuff with VNAV, some visual things. I honestly, I don't have the list in front of me. We want to push the tail to the right, though. Hold on one second. There was a lot.
Brakes, please.
But the one thing that's irritating me that wasn't in the update is the fact that I still can't turn this aircraft around without
Release parking brakes.
engine 2 running in hotel mode. All right, parking brakes. Released.
Release parking
Oh.
brakes, please.
Yeah. Okay, chocks off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay. Take the prop brake off. Captain Stan, yeah, I mean it flies great. Honestly, I think it flies better. It seemed to hand fly a little bit better. VNAV worked pretty well. Although I think there may have been some user error involved there. Let me start number 1. But yeah, everything seemed to go pretty well. All right, NH coming up. So yeah, second flight of the day. So hang out and check it out. All right, NH coming up. There's 15%. Give it some fuel. Turning 2. Oh, St. Martin looks really good. So what do you guys think of this thing? I mean, people that have this, I mean, what are your impressions? Mine are, I like it. Actually, I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I like flying this thing. I think the next step is to take it on VATSIM. I think it is VATSIM worthy. So I think that's going to be the next step here, is to take this thing up on VATSIM. Cool. All right. Probes on, window heat on. Everything else looks good. TRU can come on. And everything else looks pretty good. Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We have a good engine start. Thank you very much.
We have a good engine start.
Before taxi checklist. Yeah, recall checked. Comm hatch was never opened. Condition levers 1 and 2 are in auto. Anti-icing not needed. TRU is on. Anti-skid test we did. Flaps. 15. Nose wheel steering is on. Completed. Let's run the taxi checklist also. Let's hold that until they get clear of us so we don't blind them with our taxi light.
Clear.
I like that cruise ship in the background there. You guys see that? St. Martin looks pretty good. I wish I was here.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Cool. Taxi light on.
Left is clear. Right
Taxi
is
lights
clear.
on. Test the brakes. Check. All right, we've already got our FG. What do they call it on an Airbus? FGCP, whatever. Or basically our autopilot set. Takeoff config test. We got to release that before we do it. It's good. All right. Taxi checklist complete. All right, let's taxi out. I'm sitting a little low in the seat though. There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll taxi out to 10 and get out of here and head on our way to Guadeloupe. Never been to Guadeloupe before. Anybody ever been to Guadeloupe? It's perfect weather here. Oh my gosh. Got to get out to this island again, although unfortunately probably won't have a chance anytime soon. All right, let's hold short here and run the before takeoff checklist. All right, stop it here. That can come off. Before takeoff checklist. Takeoff briefing performed. Gust lock is off. Flight controls checked. Transponder on. Weather radar can also come on. Oops. Boost not needed. Airflow normal. Cabin crew was advised. Engine bleeds on. External lights. We'll hold that. We'll put the takeoff lights on in a second. Flight director bar is checked. Rudder is centered. Before takeoff checklist complete. Pending lights. Cool. Let's go. All right. Lights on. Rotated 104 knots. We're going to need to make a significant turn to the right to avoid those mountains. Let's line it up on runway 10. It's pretty good right there. Let's pull up our SID. Big right turn to Modor and then off to Ilopo. All right, heading matches. Runway numbers 10. Let's go. Notches in chat. Forward pressure. Engine indications are normal. Airspeed allowed. $80 knots. B1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Why is hell nav telling me to go that way? That's not right. Yaw damper on. Climb power. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Hello. Autopilot on. There we go. LNAV, IAS Out select is blue. Pitching for 170 knots. On our way. See you later, St. Martin. Yeah, so my dad's place was right there. That high rise is not there in real life. It's right on that little peninsula. And they sold it as a timeshare. Beautiful. The other airport on St. Martin is on the other side of that mountain. Beautiful. Lovely place, man. It got damaged hardcore, and I forget what hurricane it was that ripped through there, but man, it got just worked. But apparently it's rebounding. Cool. After takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are up, power management set to climb, engine bleeds are on, taxi and takeoff lights, we'll hold that for now, altimeters are set. Good. Just lights to go. Off to Guadeloupe. And we'll see if we do another sector after that. I don't know. We'll see. See what you guys want. I don't know. Kind of quiet tonight. It's a Tuesday night. Not much going on. I know. Whatever. It's all good. Oh, climbing at a rocket like 1,400 feet per minute. Man, this thing is just such a dog. Oh, and also we did not set the clock. That doesn't happen automatically on the second sector. Sink the heading bug. Yeah, I think the next time we fly this is going to be on VATSIM. It's good enough for VATSIM. For sure. Alright, LNAV IS out select. We can turn landing lights off at this point. That can come off. It's pretty smooth. Y'all can get up. You're on Air Guyana. We turn the seatbelt sign off at 5,000 feet because it takes about an hour to get up to our cruising altitude. So y'all get up and do what you need to do. This thing looks pretty good. I think we can actually get back in the cabin too. Oh, I gotta set up some views too. Darn it, I don't have any cabin views set up. But you can get back here. Huh. Why don't we do that? It's gonna take us a long time to get up into our into cruise. So let's see. How would I do that? I think I need to do this. There we go. Little cabin tour. Oops, wrong button. So this is the cargo area. Nothing to see there. It's pretty tight in here. I'm not sure I would want to be on a very long flight. So that's it. A little area back here for the crew. Let's see. Go back forward. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, I've got to bind. I have the ability to set custom views now and, you know, kind of manipulate them with my controller. How about right here by the engine? That seems good. Yeah, right here. Perfect. Oh, can I not get over there? There we go. Thank you. Excuse me. Pardon me. This would be a terrible seat. How noisy would this be? I don't know. This is probably how tight it is in here too. I feel claustrophobic. Let's go back up front. Not sure I like this very much. Close the doors. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, all buttoned up again. Awesome. I gotta reset my view. Beautiful. Yeah, I really do like this airplane. I think for 20 bucks, I mean, I've already gotten, like even last week, when I did a couple flights in it, I think I got my $20 worth. It's just too fun to fly on like quick hops. I mean, honestly, I wish it was a Dash 8, because, I don't know, I like the Dash 8, but it's really good. Let's see if we can make VNAV work a little bit better this time too. And also, let's check. We want to be at 3,600 feet at India Romeo 12 Zulu. Let's see, we want to be at 4,000 feet at ride. Oh, it's already got us at like, wait, what? Oh, 4,000 or above, okay. Yeah, let's make this a hard constraint. 36. 100 feet. Yeah, let's just make that a hard constraint. Execute. Okay. There we go. Cool, and we'll start to give ourselves vectors on this leg from Kasky to Ryden. Alright. Well, landing light's already off. Cool. Let's go to our progress page. Top of descent is in 88 miles. Anyway, Eli, sorry I had to step out making tea. Good for you, man. Awesome. Make me some too. You didn't miss much. You missed, let's see. I was trying to do too much on the approach, like running checklists and stuff. So I botched the landing a little bit, 200 feet per minute, which isn't bad, but could have been better. And I completely botched the my controller configuration for this aircraft is a little different. Like to get the reversers in, I hit the wrong button. I was treating it like it was either the like the Airbus or the 7.3, where I basically hold down a button and then it pushed the thrust levers forward, which it's weird, but it engages reverse. So I did that in this aircraft, but in this one I have to hold down like one button, and I think it's bound to like engine power decrease or something, but don't push the thrust levers forward. But I did, and we ended up I mean, we made the turnoff. Wasn't that big of a deal, but it was a little bit messy. But other than that, yeah, this is flying pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Take an outside view real quick. It looks awesome. I love the way it looks. So I guess these are the... Is this the, what, Netherlands Antilles? I don't know. I have no idea what these islands are. That's Saba. I know that because I've landed there for landing challenges and it's impossible to land on. And one of these is... Oh, what's that crazy airport? It's like something Gustav. It's got like that runway where you basically fly over top of that traffic circle. I think that's the island right there. Not Anguilla. Anguilla is just to the north of St. Martin. It's the one that's to the south of St. Martin. I think it's that one. St. Bart's. It's St. Bart's, where you fly like over that traffic circle and then basically have to like just chop and drop. Yeah, that's that island right there. That's St. Bart's. St. Martin. That's Saba. I don't know what that is. Some volcano. No idea what that is. Anyway. cool livery. Except for that. I'm not sure. It's overlaying my N number over top of the registration. That doesn't look right. The rest of it looks epic. Antilles Air Antilles. We'll get you from point A to point B. It'll be a hard landing, and it's going to be loud, but we'll get you there. Air Antilles. Let's go back inside. It's quieter in here. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, Eli. Eli, how much does it cost? $20. Actually less if you have the deluxe version of the sim. It's even less. I don't. I have the El Cheapo version of the sim, and it was $20. But they give you a discount apparently if you have the deluxe version, and then I think it's only like $12, or whatever the pound equivalent is. And would I say it's worth it? 1,000,000,000%. It's a ton of fun. Yeah, I would say it's worth it. Like I think I got my money's worth out of this thing last week after only flying it a couple times. I mean, it's fun. It's different. It's something new to learn and kind of have fun with. Oops. I mean, is it like study level? Using air quotes, study level? No, but what is? Like, could you study the PMDG, NGs, and get your type rating? No. No, could. What's study level? No. Is this expert series? I would say yeah, compared to, some of the default airplanes. Yeah, it's more expert than other ones, but is it worth $20? 100%. Yes. Go get it. It is totally VATSIM ready. Now, there are some weird things that it will do to you related to like VNAV and stuff like that. So just get ready to know how to use all the different modes. But yeah, for $20, I mean, come on. $20 is what? Let's see. What is like a cup of Starbucks, like a grande, just regular drip, like Pike at Starbucks is what? $3 these days? So it's a week's worth of coffee. Or, it's actually less than 2 6-packs of good, beer. I don't know. Yeah, it's totally worth it, man. Eli, would I say the Phoenix is study level? No, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. That term gets thrown around too much. Like no. I would say that if I studied the Phoenix, for weeks and weeks and weeks, would I be able to get a type rating on an Airbus A320? No. I think it's really good. I think the Phoenix is like insanely amazing for the $50 you pay for it, but is it? But what is? I don't know. Study level is a term that gets thrown around too much. I mean, I would say for MSFS, like the epitome, like the top in terms of like system depth and just the way they fly. Probably the PMDG, NGs and the Phoenix. But I mean, again, is it study level? I don't know. But I'm not going to debate, what study level is and what it isn't, because, well, okay, A, I don't have a type rating on a 737 or an A320, and B, I don't really care because I like to fly them, and I think that definitely gotten my money's worth out of. I mean, way more than my money's worth out of the Phoenix and the PMDGs. I mean, think about it this way: like, what does it cost to go out and see a movie? Is it $10? So that's like, no, $10. Oh my gosh. What is this, 1998? Oh, is it like $15, $20? So that's like 3 movies, being generous. Have I gotten like 3 movies worth of fun and excitement and just awesomeness out of the, PMDGs and the Phoenix? Oh, 1,000,000% yes. I don't know. Steve French, what's up, man? Evening, sir. You like the ATR, but you're still in need of it. Yeah, man, a Dash 8. I know, me too. Yeah, somebody needs to bring one to MSFS. Steve, I 1,000,000% agree, man. Yeah, we need a good Q400. I mean, I guess the FlyJ Sim for X-Plane is really good. Actually, I never bought that one though, because that was kind of when I was getting into MSFS, and I was done putting money into X-Plane at that point. So I never bought the FlyJ Sim one. But yeah, we need a Q400, man. We need like a Dash 8 for MSFS badly. Maybe Milviz will like shift their resources. You know, maybe they'll let Hans and Asobo continue to refine this one, which I think they're dedicated to. Maybe they should focus their efforts on like a Q400, man. I don't know. We are like so close to leveling off. Oh, come on. You can get there. You can do it. You can do it. 500 feet per minute. This thing climbs like a pig. Oh. Aaron Tillies. Come on, you. Climb. You know you can do it. Alright, let's see. Where is Guadeloupe? I've never been here in real life, sim, anything. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. Well, I could point it out on a map because I looked at like ForeFlight and kind of identified the shape of it. But like before then, if you asked me to point out Guadeloupe on a map, nope. Nope. All right, so we're done with that. Let's pull this up and figure out what we want to set. So once we get close to top of descent, I'm actually like, once we get like right on top of TOD, I'm gonna spin in 3,600 feet and just hit VNAV. Maybe the way to do it is to wait until we get the vertical deviation bars and then hit VNAV and then spin the altitude down. Let's try that. Let's sing that. I don't know. Steve French, you don't know if you're gonna go X-Plane. Doesn't look that good yet. I agree. It'd be great if... Oh, it was Majestic. Wait, was it Majestic who made the Dash 8 for X-Plane? Need a long hauler. Yeah, but that's coming, right? I think so. Per the last dev update live stream that I watched, Matt from Working Title said they're doing the 780, the Dreamliner. They're doing the avionics in the Dreamliner, man. So that might be the death of the heavy division. Guys that fly that. Yeah, I don't know. I think AAU2 is going to be really interesting, especially for the Dreamliner, and they're also doing the 748, the 747-8, not the Dash 8. But Steve, was it Majestic who did the Dash 8 for X-Plane? I forget, or was it FlyJ Sim? I think it was FlyJ Sim. But I could be wrong, and maybe Majestic did it for like P3D or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, with X-Plane 12, I actually flew X-Plane 12 a little bit last night, just testing something out, and it just didn't look good. No, the airplane I was testing out was awesome, and I can't say what it was, but X-Plane itself, X-Plane 12, it was just so hard. It was so hard to get back into that. But I really want to like get back into the Zebo. I want to get back into the Tolus. But man, just like when you pop in VR, it's like, everything is shimmery and it stutters and it just, I mean, I even did like a test, like an unlisted stream, just so I could. crosswalks so I could show, you know, what I was testing. And like I watched the stream back, it just wasn't good. It wasn't good. Oh, Steve. Okay, yeah, Majestic was P3D. Man, my voice is going. Sorry, hang on a second. I need to get a drink. Talk too much. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. All right. Well, we're in cruise now, so we can put that power management into cruise. Is there a cruise checklist? No, there's not. Only descent. Okay, well, let's get the ATIS. So let's do our 5 A's. Like we know what we're doing here. So the ATIS for Guadeloupe. It is 3003, which is set. Oh, we should actually be. Oh man, idiot! All right, we actually are over. It's so rare that I fly this thing over 18,000 feet. Anyway, so standard set. Standard set. All right, it's 3003 is the altimeter, so we'll set that when we get closer to DOD. Steve, it's like riding one of those quarter rocking horses at the mall after riding a thoroughbred. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh, but true. It's so true. You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. 30 miles to the top of descent. Oh, you're not wrong. Let's see. All right, we already made sure our flight plan page looked good. We've got 3,600 feet hard now at India Romeo 12 Zulu. Let's go to performance. We're kind of light, so approach speed 101 knots. QNH, oh, all right. Wow, QNH is 1017. We should put that in. It's really like a mix of QNH or hectopascals and inches of mercury. Winds are 110 at 3. With no gust factor. So that's all in. Cool. All right. But yeah, Steve, man, I agree. And for me, it's about like the entire experience. Like I think X-Plane probably still provides the ability for a developer to, you know, have a really good flight model. But it's up to the developer. Why are we going so slow? I guess this thing doesn't. I mean, look at this. True airspeed's 266 knots. Is something wrong? Flaps are up. I mean, everything's right. The notch. Power management's in cruise. Why does it still say 170? Or is this that bug? That's weird. That shouldn't say 170 knots. I mean, it doesn't matter. We still have the... We still have the power levers in the notch, but that's really slow. Right? I don't get it. I don't get this airplane sometimes. It's almost like we've got speed brakes out, but this thing doesn't have speed brakes. I mean, we're in cruise. I don't know. MCT, yeah, that'll work. That's all right. I'll leave it in cruise. We're almost at the top of descent, approaching Guadeloupe. Steve, you've never been an X-plane, but you really don't even like how they market it. It seems like they rush the product out to be cool and never said, let's just sit back and do this right. I can't disagree with that either. I mean, don't say that on the xplane.org forums, though. But yeah, I mean, they'll say, well, it was a beta and, you know, we're all about like incremental, you know, development and introducing, you know, frequent deployments into production and stuff like that, which as a, you know, someone who's kind of in software, I'm yes, but like your MVP should have been a heck of a lot better than what it was. It just compared to, I don't know. By itself, it's probably pretty good, but when you like go back and forth between the two, the overall kind of, you know, experience of simulated flight, the MSFS wins. X-plane diehards will say, well, you know, it's not about what it looks like. It's not about the weather and the clouds and, you know, stuff like that. Well, okay. I strongly disagree that someone who has, you know, actually, you know, aviated, you know, all of those things make a massive difference in your overall immersion, especially in VR. So they can, you know, those people on the forums can, you know, take that and, well, I don't know. That's their opinion. They can take it and do what they want with it. But that's wrong. It's a combination of all the things, you know. It's the overall immersion. It's how you know, are kind of transported into a simulated world of flight, and X-plane just doesn't do it, even with orthos and stuff like that. All right, we do have a. All right, so we're. Pay attention here, fool. All right, we can spin this down now. Let's go VNav. Oops. Why is it not respecting what I say with V? Come on, VNav, please. All right, we're gonna get this right this time. No, still outstar. Why outstar? Why not VNav? There's VNav path. Okay, I think we got it. All right. And we want this down to, what did I say, 3,600 feet. Let the speed build. Cool. All right. Yeah, let that speed build up a little bit. Descent checklist. FWS recall checked. There's nothing. Landing elevation was checked. FMS set. Uh-oh, it's all gone. No, it's not. 101 knots. Oh. MDA. Sorry, MDA. And we're at category, what, C? 255 feet. So we'll just spin in 260. Cool. Awesome. Arrival briefing, we'll say that we performed that, and that is complete. Actually, let's go through that again. There we go. All right, approach checks are coming up. We can set 3003. 3003. Was our altimeter setting correct? 3003. Perfect. All right, cool. All right, let's tune 110.3 on the nav. 110. 0.3. Put it on the nav 2 as well. 110.3. Awesome. All right. 110.3, 110.3. Final approach course 116. Missed approach, straight ahead. Left turn, then to Desto to 3,600 feet. MDA is in. Cool. All right, let's start to slow down a little bit. Steve, you just don't think they'll ever produce the visuals and environment like MSFS does. Exactly. You fly in real life too, and no computer will ever feel like the real thing. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, there's no simulation. I mean, short of like a level D, you know, full motion, even a level D. I mean, the graphics, the visuals rather, they're not nothing. The seat in your pants feeling that you get from actually being in an aircraft that is getting, moved by the environment and the atmosphere, even the sounds. Like when you're in a steep descent, like the sound of the wind, it is different. Even like I gotta say, even like in a small, like in a piston single. Even the smell, like all of your senses, like I swear, like the way the way like an IO 360 C1C smells in the cockpit, you know, when you're climbing on a hot day, it's just you can't replicate that. I mean, it stinks. All right, IR. Let's pay attention here. So yeah, no, there's no way, like with modern technology right now, that you can replicate the feeling, all of the senses that are involved in actual flight. But it's still fun. VR is pretty close. What I really need to do, like in the Aero, like the Just Flight Aero or the V Flight Air Aero, for the sim, what I need to do is like take a bunch of hydraulic fluid and just like spill it all around my chair, and then like take some old sweaty socks and rub them into the carpet, and that might give like at least the olfactory sense that is missing from this whole thing. But anyway, MS Mad Trums, man, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Sorry that you subscribed when I was talking about putting a bunch of smelly socks and dumping hydraulic fluid around my chair in VR, but welcome, man. Thanks. or Ms. MS. It could be Ms. Sorry. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the sub. Glad you're enjoying the content. All right. I think what we're gonna do is go heading mode. So heading select, final approach course is 116. So let's get that in. Oops. Pretend like we're on vectors now, which I'm sure we would be getting. 116. Whoops. Hello. Right past it. 116. You guys can't see this. Probably it's too small. Let's zoom in here a little bit and let's turn a little bit this way. Start to slow down. Landing lights need to be on. They are on. I already turned them on. Seatbelt signs, all that's on. Approach checks. Seatbelts on, landing lights on, altimeter set and checked. Cabin altitude was already checked, and that is complete. Cool. keep this coming around. So we want to be 3600 here at the FAF, which is IR12 Zulu. Oops, wrong button. Great. Too much. Reset my view. Sorry, folks. There we go. Looks awesome. All right, I guess that is Guadeloupe. Oh, we flew right through. Oh, because I'm messing around, idiot. Bye-bye, final approach course. All right, no more screwing around. Yeah, what a moron. An army approach. Got no glide slope, no localizer. Why? 110.30, 110.30, 116. Ah, there we go. Okay. We got localizer at least. Let's try to intercept that before we get to. All right, let's go approach. Speeds selected. Glide slope should come in momentarily. All right. Let's go first flaps. Not sure why I'm not getting a glide slope. I should be getting one very soon. 17 miles away. Oh, not that high. Huh. Always prepared to fly this thing manually. All right. Loke, blue, glide slope, blue. Why don't we go vertical speed? Huh. We got no glide slope, folks. Why is that? Ah, there we go. Glide slope coming alive. Localizer is captured. Cool. Let's go gear down. Sync heading bug. Flaps. Before landing checklist, cabin crew advised, landing gears down 3 green, flaps full, power management is in takeoff, TRU is in low speed, icing, we don't need to worry about it, lights are on, landing checklist complete. Alright, this time we did that early. Anyway, Steve French, the amount of times you flipped on VS in this thing is probably batting at 600. Yeah, no doubt. I'm not sure if I had to that time, but yeah. I seriously, I like this airplane, but you really do have to be ready, like really ready to use different modes. All right, 101 knots is VAP. We're getting slow. We're gonna capture that glide slope. Like we're really slow. Come on. Now we're dragging it in. We configured way early this time, but that's all right. Glide slope. Missed approach altitude was 3,600 feet, which is set. Signaling. And now we're super fast. Now we're gonna get this one. The wind is like right down the runway. Oops. Guadeloupe, ladies and gentlemen. Who knew? It's a pretty cool looking island. All right, after we land, what do we do? Looks like it's gonna be a right turn to the terminal. So we can kind of roll it a little bit long here to, what does that look like? Bravo. Roll it to Bravo. Let me slow down. Cool. Steve, it has that waypoint to waypoint navigation thing, so it'll take off all of a sudden. Yeah, I think there are still things that need to be tuned here. I mean, I'm not a developer, so I don't know what, but yeah, there are some things that are not right, like the fact, and you'll see, because I think we'll do one more leg. We'll go from here to Martinique, but you'll see I can't turn this aircraft around like it's supposed to be turned around. Like I cannot connect it to a GPU and have the battery not die. I have to leave engine 2 in hotel mode, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing I'm doing wrong. So we'll do one more quick turn and take this down to Martinique and do we'll call it 3 legs. I mean, there's no way we're going to Barbados today. It's going to be a bridge too far, or how's this for a pun? A Bridgetown too far, because the capital of Barbados is Bridgetown. Oh, all right, that's too much. Okay. Anyway, these are the jokes, people. Hit that like button for the jokes. How obscure they are. All right, autopilot off. We're gonna do this ourselves. Adjust the view a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing, or not doing, as it were. Hand fly is not, I mean, honestly, I didn't have a problem hand flying it even before the update. On glide. Keeping the speed up a little bit. I mean, this will slow down on a dime. No. Oh, it makes for such a long final, though. Like, the cabin crew could go back there and serve another meal by the time it takes us to get actually on the ground. I swear to God, the Arrow flies a faster final. I mean, it doesn't, but you know what? Let's keep the speed up. This is insane. Now we're a little bit low too, so. There we go. Do. Eli, what's up? 195. Okay. I'll try to beat that. Sorry, Steve. You just use the panel states. You find the dome light stays on too. Yeah, I want to do like an actual turnaround though. Like I get, like I could do cold and dark, but we're getting low. We're getting low. Yeah, I don't want to do the panel states, man. I want to do this like it's supposed to be done. I strive for realism, except for the fact that I'm flying this like a real idiot. This final, anyway. But Steve, you did LOL at my joke? Good, thank you. Once again, folks, get it? Bridge, too far. Bridgetown, no. That's as good as that's as good as it gets. All right. It's like you almost get bored on final and botch it because it takes so freaking long. Like if I was a 737 behind me, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, can you keep the speed up? I'm like, no, not really. I'm an ATR. I'm giving her all she's got. Trim.
Approaching minimum.
No pappies. Oh, there are pappies. I see them over there on the left. Okay. A little low, but that's fine. MSFS loves to leave you low. I see the Guadeloupe tower off in the distance. Just aiming for the aim points. We're totally visual.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse. Not botching reverse this time. The nose is going to come up. No, it's not actually. I think maybe they fixed that. Okay. Cancel reverse. That was a lot better than into St. Martin. Eli, I think you might be right though with the 195. All right, let's roll it to Bravo. Clean it up. That was good landing music too, by the way. So not this one. This is Mike. That's not going to get us where we want to go. Except we've got to back taxi like a lot. Although I'm not taking this thing full length. It's a 10,000 foot runway. Now let's say Quebec. No, not this one either. Soon, I don't know. Eli Grease, yeah. Steve, good looking landing. Yeah, I think so. I think you and Eli might be right. I feel better about that one than I did St. Martin. All right, we are going to do the quickest of quick turns. I'm going to try to keep it realistic, and I'm not even going to try to shut down number 2. I'm just not. All right, this is Bravo. Right? It'd be nice to see a taxiway sign, but whatever. All right. Pretty sure this is not what the airport looks like here in Guadeloupe. Let's clear it. All right. After landing checklist, that needs to be in standby. That needs to be in standby. These need to be off. That can stay on. Those are good. That's all good. We got to set the clock for the engine. 1 shutdown radar is in standby. Flight controls are locked. Flaps 0. Trims. Pac-Man. That joke never gets old. Set. Landing lights, strobe lights. Whoops. Sorry for blinding you all. Off. Icing. Probe heats can all come off. We're in Guadeloupe, for God's sake. TRU can come off also. Oops. And after 2 minutes, number 1 can go to idle. All right, let's taxi. I don't know. First available stand, please. Actually, let's like make a U-turn so we don't need GSX to push us back. We'll just like start up and go. Right? I think that's possible here. Because it looks like there's like a bunch of curly Q circles. I don't know, whatever they mean. I'm just gonna... Let's park it right... Ooh, watch the wing. Park it... here-ish. Perfect. How did we do? It's pretty good. I mean, that's like that's good enough is what that is. Parking brake can be set. It's been about 2 minutes, so that can come off. Yeah, some island tunes rolling. Exactly. Yes. All right, so that's good. Engine 1 is feathered, then shut off, and I know that bleed 1 is going to be off. Duh, because we just turned the engine off. That's completed. Parking checklist. Parking brake is engaged. Taxi and takeoff lights are off. Condition lever 2 can come to feather. All right. We're just going to leave it in hotel mode because I can't take it out of hotel mode without bad things happening. So it's in prop brakes on. That's all good. Wing light can stay on. Nav light can stay on. Transponder is in standby. Let's open up the doors and then we'll get the next leg going. Ground power. Wheel chocks. Tail prop. Main door. Cargo door. Cool. Yeah, actually, I think we can call GSX and have them. We can at least we'll have them do the deboarding, but I'm not having them do the boarding and all that crap. Tail prop is in position. Seatbelt signs can come off. People can get off this airplane. That's good, and it is a new leg. Sweet. All right. Welcome to where are we? Guadeloupe. Welcome to Guadeloupe, everybody. Yeah, that's that. No chance that is what that looks like. But the island looks awesome. You know what? Like if they would take away the airport environment and just leave kind of the town, like that looks awesome. Like I kind of want to come here. Wow. Awesome. All right. Here comes the bus. Get these people off the plane, and then we'll go to Martinique. A new load of people. Whoa.
Passengers, the boarding started.
Oh, dang, that was awesome. Let's see what that bus did. Oh, let's check the landing rate too, right? 185. Eli, you were really close, man. Eli, you were 10 off. You win. You know what, Eli? You win a prize. You win. Eli, we like to do giveaways here on this channel. I will give you a free prize. Eli, you're going to have your choice today. A choice of 2 prizes. You can pick one. You can either have a copy, because you were only 10 feet per minute off. By the way, only 0.6 G's over, so 1.06. That's a good landing, folks. Eli, you can have your choice between a copy of the fly-by-wire A320 Neo or a free copy of FSLTL Traffic. Your choice. Let me know in Discord. Hit me up, and I will give you details on how to claim your prize. Rahul, what's up, man? How does this bird perform compared to the PMDG, the NGs? Performance-wise, either as good or better, man. It's super smooth. Like what you're seeing on stream, hopefully, is doing it justice. It is really, really good in terms of performance. Oh, here come our sun-loving passengers off of the aircraft. I think some of you are way overdressed, ma'am. That high heels, I don't know. You're at a beach. Sir, long sleeves are discouraged here. Anyway, but yeah, Rahul, man, it is really good in terms of like FPS and performance and stuff like that, man. Eli, really? Yeah. With your price, yes, Eli, I will give you a free copy of the fly-by-wire A320 Neo or a copy of FSLTL. Yes, absolutely. Just hit me up on Discord, and I will provide details on how you can claim your free prize. Or Eli, if you're an X-Plane user, I will provide you with a free copy of the Zibo 738. Up to you. Rahul, instant buy. For $20, Rahul, get it. Go buy it. 100%. In VR, it's awesome. It's got quirks. I mean, hey, full disclosure, it has its quirks. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm kind of, you're getting a weird view right now because I'm looking at my iPad, my actual iPad. Because I want to pull up the flight plan for our next flight. Going to saved flights. We're going from, where are we? TFFR. We're going TFFR to TFFF, I think. Let me make sure that's right. Hold on. Yeah, Guadeloupe to Martinique. Let me reset the time. And runway is 12, please. And the arrival runway is going to be, hang on one second. Yeah, that's right. Arrival runway is going to be 10. Perfect. So we're departing 12, arriving 10. Let's generate that. And cool. Awesome. All right, so that's all good. And my headset's sweating. Ugh, more than you guys need to know, but yeah. Eli, sweet. Yes, man. Yes. Yeah. My pleasure. You were close on the landing rate. So, Lasse, LOL, exactly. LOL to the free giveaway. Lasse, how is the update treating me? Good, man. Good. I think in that case, really good. That was a great sector. And now we're gonna do another sector from. Should have had the ground power on. What else did I not do? From Guadeloupe down to Martinique, Lasse. So yeah. It's a great aircraft. I don't know. It gets really kicked around over on the forums, and I'm not sure why. Let me reset a couple things here, folks. How's GSX doing? Should we do the boarding too? Nah, they're still taking the bags off. Come on, guys. Aren't that many bags on this thing? Jeez, it's a freaking ATR. All right, flight plan, reset flight plan. TFFR to TFFF. That's Guadeloupe to Martinique. Let's get the weather first. It is 30:03, which is still set. Twice, excellent. Let's refresh our SimBrief flight plan. Resync the landing monitor so you guys can see. I hopefully I'll beat 195. So we had 200 feet per minute, 195 feet per minute. Hopefully we'll beat that. Let's resync our Navigraph flight plan. Import flight from SimBrief, please. All right. And we're going to use 10 into Martinique. Let's use ILS Zulu. Working out for us. Just check the weather one more time. TFFR. That's where we are. TFFF. Yeah, 111 at, 110 at 13 is definitely favoring 10. Cool. All right. Let's get some gas and stuff like that. Eli, how long is it valid for? Your computer's still broken. Hey, look. Eli, that is valid until Fly-by-Wire decides to start charging for either the 320 Neo or FSLTL. Once I have to pay for it, it's no longer valid. But when I don't have to pay for it, you get a free copy. How about that? Look, guys, one day when a developer of some payware product decides to give me a free copy of something, I will pass it along to you all in the form of a giveaway. But until then, I can't afford to give away stuff. Eli, you figured. Sorry, bro. All right, we need 3,500 pounds of gas. Let's get that on board. Ooh, too much. Do less. 3,700 pounds. Good enough. Payload 95. Man, that's not very much. We're underbooked. We'll just go 9,700 pounds. Takeoff weight 41,437, 42,151. Close enough. No, they're still taking bags off. I'm not doing GSX to do the boarding. We're not. We need to get out of here. Let's reprogram things. Let's go in here. Let's go to data init. Don't need pause in it. We do need weight in it. Hold this down. That should change. It does. Oh, did it? Uh-oh. 38,254. Fuel on board 36,51. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it's fine. 1.1 units. Set. Flight plan in it. Route. We're gonna go. Whoa! Whoa! Excuse me, sir. Be a little more careful when you drive that thing. We're going to go from TFFR to TFFF. Tango Triple Foxtrot. It's too many Foxtrots. There we go. Good. Execute. We're going to be using runway 1, 2. Yes, 1, 2. It's the Katie 1F. To KTIM. Execute. From KTIM, it's going to be direct to Carrick's. Carrick's. Oops, what did I do? What did I do? And then from Carrick's, it's direct to Fox Oscar Fox. Cool. And then we're going to be using runway 10. ILS Zulu 10. No stars, but with via. Oh, all right. Let's take it from Carrick's. Cool. All right, so we're going to need to modify our flight plan a little bit. Cool. Let's go here. Next. So we can get rid of BOF. We can also get rid of this Carrick's. We can get rid of the discontinuity. There we go. Execute. Let's see what that looks like. Let's It's gonna be a pretty quick one here, folks. Cool. All right. Data. Init. Perf init. Cruise is only going to be 12,000 feet today. Excellent. We already got our weights in. We already got our trims in. That's good. That's good. And I think we are pretty much good to go. Let's get our altitude set. Initial altitude is going to be 12,000 feet. Yeah, I don't know why that vertical deviation bar is flashing like that. That happened before, and I think that's just the aircraft doesn't reset itself exactly perfectly these days. I'm not sure why that happens, but whatever. Transponder is still set to 200. That's fine. And let's go. Procedure menu. Huh. That is not clearing itself out very nicely, though, is it? Too bad. Because we're also not getting our checklist. Okay, well, it's all good. This is all set. Oh, there we go. All right, final cockpit preparation checklist. That's fine. Parking brake is set. Altimeters are set at 03. Landing elevation set. FMS is programmed. Fuel quantity was checked. Reset the fuel. Confirming takeoff data. Looks like V1 106, rotate 106, V2 110. Confirmed. And in. Memo panel. We got a bunch of them, but it's fine. Power management. I'm just going to reset to takeoff power, and the cockpit preparation checklist is complete. Cool. Let's call for push. Well, let's close things up first. So we've got engine 2 running in hotel mode, so we can take away the ground power. And we can call for push. Oh, we don't need that. Oh, darn it. Oh, no, we don't need push. Oh, we can just go straight ahead. Oh, no. GSX. Hold on.
Hello, Captain. We
No.
are ready for
Abort
pushback.
pushback. No, nope, nope. Not needed. Not needed. Go away. All right. Abort pushback. Cool. We can just start up. Before propeller rotation. CDL is good. We need the beacon light on, and we need seatbelts and stuff on. Cool. Cockpit door is locked. FMS and takeoff data was already confirmed. Trims are set. 1.1 up. Tail prop is removed. Did we take away? We can actually pull the chocks too. There we go. Because we're just going to taxi straight out. Doors are closed. Seatbelts are on. Beacon light is on. Cool. Procedure complete. All right. Let's turn. Well, actually, we can release the propeller brake here. Put that in auto. I don't know why that's flashing. That's irritating. It's like really irritating me. The departure heading is 116, so it's already in. Cool. Our modes are going to be heading select, but we'll arm LNAV, and then we're going to go IAS, heading select. 12,000 feet was our final, right? Yeah, just 12,000 feet. Cool. Cool. Let's start number 1. NH. Wait till that gets to like 15%. I think you could start it over 10%, but whatever. There we go. Let's go outside. There they go. There's our Air Antilles lime green Caribbean island hopping beast. Cool. Good start. Auto. It's getting cloudy. Man, this looks like a Caribbean kind of late morning, doesn't it? Beautiful. All right. Anti-icing can all come on. Before taxi checklist, please. Recall checked. Never open the cockpit communication hatch. Condition levers 1 and 2 are in auto. Anti-icing, we don't need it because we're in the Caribbean. TRU, I always forget, is on. Anti-skid test, sure, complete. Flaps 15. Nose wheel steering on. Procedure complete. All right, let's taxi. Taxi lid on. Whew. Taxi checklist is taxi takeoff lights, taxi lights on, brakes. Checked. Our modes are heading select, LNAV armed, IS out select is armed. Takeoff config test. Checked. Taxi checklist complete. Let's taxi out. Reset the clock. So we'll back taxi down runway 12 and then head out of here to Martinique, whatever. Martinique. Never been there either. I have been to Barbados. Like in 99? Oh. It's terrible why I remember when I was there, because it was right when the Columbine shooting happened. So I think it was like 98 or 99. Because I remember being in the hotel and like all of the other tourists kind of talking about it. So that's like my frame of reference for when I was in Barbados. Which kind of puts a stain on, that trip to Barbados, but it's a beautiful island. All right, let's go. And SOC is definitely favoring this runway. Well, we need to have our taxi lights on. Taxi lights, strobes, we're on an active runway. Duh. Headset. I'll tell you what, this is a 10,000 foot runway. I think we're going to take this we're going to make this a shortened takeoff. Because there's no way we need 10,000 feet of runway. So, now don't try this at home, kids. This is not what a professional ATR pilot would do. But we're going to take it from like here-ish. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to get off the runway. Alright. Airgun at 1202, third takeoff. 1-2 shortened from, I don't know, Mike. Sure. Third takeoff 1-2 shortened Mike. Great. All right, let's stop here. Before takeoff checklist, please. Takeoff briefing. Complete. Gust lock off. Flight controls, they work. Transponder is on. Weather radar is also on. Boost not required, airflow. Normal cabin crew was advised. Engine bleeds on. Exterior lights we have on. Flight director bar is on. Rudder is centered. Takeoff checklist complete. All right. Let's do another leg. One more. Why not? Where's the notch? Oh, there it is. All right. We're all set. I hope we have enough runway. Airspeed allowed. 80 knots. View. Rotate. Positive rating. Gear up. LNAV. Yaw damper. Climb power set. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Cool. Oh, hello. Hello, lime green AirAntilles.com aircraft. Oh man, that looks so good. Wow. Hit the like button for that, guys, if you haven't already. Just smash it. Like, destroy it. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page at this point. Help VR Sim Pilot get to Guadeloupe, because I kind of want to come here. But by smashing that like button, you'll get me closer to my goal. Oh man, I love this sim. Look at that. It's so epic. All right, after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are up, power set to climb, engine bleeds look good, hold the taxi lights, altimeters are set. After takeoff checklist complete. I'm not going to Guadeloupe anyway. Awesome. LNAV IAS. Oh, cell is blue up to 12,000 feet. In the turn. Sync the heading button. Ooh, top of climb and top of descent are like right on top of each other. Cool. So this will be busy. Oops. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, there we go. Uh, 2,000. 2000 at D6.3. Cool. Do we have an after takeoff checklist? I think we already did that. Never mind. All right, cool. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Let's move you guys over here. Yeah, this should be a quick one. So far, so good, though. Seriously, I've had 0 major issues with this plane after the update. Like 0. Like, this is the 3rd leg, and we've done an RNAV, we did an ILS, and we're about to do another ILS, and it's flying great. So, if you guys do VR, MSFS, and you're looking for a turboprop commuter, go buy it. $20. I mean, really, $20. Go get it. I mean, you could do flights like this all day long. Like, just do like these 40-minute, in this case, probably 30-minute hops. Just go get it. All right. The landing light's off. Taxi light off, seatbelts, sure, get up and walk around. It's a really quick flight, folks. All right, 109.9 is the frequency. Let's tune that. 9.9. 109.9. Cool. The final approach course is going to be 095. Missed approach altitude is going to be... we can climb it 3%, so let's call it 310 feet. That is set. Mr. Approach climbing straight ahead at 2,500 feet. Turn right to intercept and follow the FFF VOR on the 275 radial to back to Carrick's. All right, so we're coming back to Carrick's. 3,000 feet. So it's going to be a right turn back to Carrick's on the reciprocal final approach course. Cool. Awesome. That's nice. That updated for us. Very good. Cool. And the FAF is at 2,000 feet. So let's make sure that's in. Let's actually make that again a hard 2,000 feet. It didn't do much for the top of ascent point. That's good. Let's go to our perf page. All right, let's get our altimeter setting. Man, this is too quick. It is 30 point nothing. Winds 100 at 9. No gust factor. Transition altitude doesn't really matter. QNH, it's 1060. Cool. Awesome. And we're almost to our... we still have our vertical deviation bar in there, so that's kind of cool. But yeah. sure we reset that so we can see how poorly our landing is when we arrive at Martinique. Awesome. We're good to go. One more shot outside. I guess that's Martinique there in the distance. Cool. All right, back inside. We're going to hit TOC and then immediately TOD. I love it. Oh, this plane is so good for things like this, like just these quick turns. I mean, it's like the King Air, but bigger, and like it carries lots of people. All right, Alt Star. We're going to accelerate a little bit, but not much. And then it's going to be 2,000 feet. Once we get to our cruising altitude for like 2 seconds. Progress page shows top of descent in 3 miles. Cool. Let's spin this down to 3,000 feet. Or, sorry, 2,000 feet. I mean, I guess that's how these aircraft operate too, like super quick turns, right? Like just up, down, island to island. All right, VNAV. VNAV, vertical speed, no. How about VNAV path? No. Why is it in pitch hold? Now, see, this is not right. Right? I mean, come on. VNAV vertical speed. Doesn't seem right. I'm trying to get it to catch up to that bar. Pitch hold. How about now? VNAV vertical speed. No! Alt. Now VNAV. Now, something's messed up. Right? Like, that should be VNAV path. Let's go VS. Nose up. Just trying to get it to catch up with that vertical deviation bar. Slow down a little bit too. No, VNAV vertical speed. What the actual hell, right? It's not right. That is incorrect. Whatever. Alright, well, we're going down VNAV vertical speed mode for some reason. 1,500 feet per minute. Alright. That's wrong. Yeah. Sorry, folks. VNAV has some work cut out for it. Landing lights on, seatbelt signs on. Do we ever get a descent checklist? Nope. Oh, for God's sake. Descent checklist. FWS. Recall. Sure, we checked the landing elevation's fine. That's fine. We already said MDA arrival briefing is complete, and that's fine. Yeah, this is irritating. That's not right. It's got us like... I mean, it's kind of on a VNav profile, but it's not. I mean, it's not. It's just not. I'll hold. Let's see what happens if that bar gets underneath of our path there. Come on. Also getting kind of slow. There we go. Alright, so what if we put it into VNav now? LNAV L star. VNav path. Hey, we got it. Alright, VNav path. Why not? Whatever. $20, folks. $20. Alright, landing lights are on. Taxi and takeoff light that can come on too. Seatbelt signs are on. Descent checklist we already did. Cool. Might as well do the approach checklist. Seatbelts are on. Landing lights are on. Altimeters are set and checked. Cabin altitude was checked. Approach briefing complete. Cool. Why are we going so slowly? Let's go. What do you guys think? I don't know. You tell me. You guys gonna get this? Do you have it? Am I crazy for kind of liking it? Things like this. I mean, it's so cool. Like, what island is this even? Jeez. I kind of want to come here too. Guys, hit the like button. The more likes I get, the more chance I have of actually visiting an island like this. That's not true. Oh, and just like that, some Caribbean music, quasi-Caribbean music comes on. It's kind of like I don't know, what is this? Kind of a light, funky jazz, I'd say. I don't know. It's not a bossa nova. What is this? I don't know. What do you guys think? Kind of a bossa nova. In the descent. I think Martinique is going to be our final destination tonight. So, for all of those hoping to go to Bridgetown, Barbados, apologies, we'll make that flight some other time. Hopefully you've enjoyed your flights from San Juan to St. Martin, and St. Martin to Guadeloupe, and then from Guadeloupe to Martinique. As always, thank you for flying. What is this? Air Guyana, or operated by Antilles Air. Visit Antilles, airantilles.com for low rates and discounts on consecutive flights. And don't forget again to hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this VR content. Alright, let's go back inside. Screwing around too much. Gonna mess something up. Have we leveled off? Why have we leveled off? That is not right. Actually, that might be right. Huh. It is very interesting that we leveled off here. I'm not sure how VNAV is working in this aircraft, folks. Huh. We've got 30 miles to go to Carrick's, and we want to be at Carrick's at about 2,000 feet. So, what the heck? What is it doing here? I don't get it. I don't get it. This VNAV system in this aircraft is perplexing, confusing, and I don't get it. I think if I was flying this on VATSIM, I would rely more on my own VNAV calculations and the vertical speed mode than anything else. I don't know about y'all, but because we're at like sort of 8,000 feet, 7,700 feet, and I guess on a VNAV profile. I don't know. So 30 miles to go. Yeah, we need to lose, let's say, 6,000. So 6,000. 6 times 3 is 24. So we should start down in about 4 nautical miles. Let's see. If not, I'm going vertical speed mode. Getting close. I would assume that is Martinique. They all look like volcanoes to me. I don't know. Like, is this area like dangerous? Like, are these just waiting to explode with lava? And is that where pyroclastic flows? Is that the mud flow? I don't know. Whatever Mount St. Helens did. All right, 24 miles. Hey, we should start down soon. LNAV, VNAV path? Oh, I don't know. Vertical deviation shows 0. Yeah, I think this is messed up. All right, let's give it another 2 miles, and then we're gonna vertical speed this thing down. Dustin, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. We are having fun with VNAV right now. I think something is messed up. Yeesh. Yeah. This doesn't seem right. Alright, vertical speed. Let's go down at 1,500 feet per minute. Pull the power back. And let's rid ourselves direct. Yeah, we haven't done a direct 2 yet, so let's do one of these. And execute. There we go. Yeah, so we want to be at 2,000 feet. Let's see how this does. I'm doing good, man. Just trying to shake this thing down a little bit after the update, and so far, so okay. I think VNAV is like it's just weird. I don't quite get it, I guess. I don't know. It's been doing some weird things. Maybe that could use a little bit of tuning. TCAS should be below at this point. There we go. Cool. If I go back to VNAV, what's it gonna do? VNAV path. Let's see what happens. Like, is it just gonna hold me here? Or is it actually gonna descend me down? Because I want to be at 2,000 feet at that waypoint. So, well, let's see what it does. Let's go back to our performance. Oops. Activate our approach speeds. Yeah. All right. So we're at 55. So we want to lose 3,000. Well, no, we want to lose 3,500. So that's about, I don't know. It's about now that it should start descending us, and it's not. It's like, all right, VNAV is not good. It's not good. It's not good. Like, we should start descending right now. Because we want to be at 2,000 feet. We're at 5,500 feet. 5,500 minus 2,000 is what? 3.5? 3.5 times 3 is what, like 17 miles away, and we're already at now. We're high. We gotta go down. All right, VNAV it is. Anyway, Zyro, what's up, man? F22, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. You're trying to catch up to our VNAV profile. I don't know. Hopefully there's going to be another update, maybe in a week. I don't know. Actually, I gotta say, I hate to say it, 2 things that I wish they would have fixed. VNAV and the ability to put this thing on ground power and have the batteries stay charged for a second sector start. Both not fixed. Like, just both broken. So, whatever. All right, sync the heading bug. Let's go here. Let's go heading mode. Whatever, 20 bucks. $20, people. Final approach course is 095. All right, so we'll level off. Very cool. Yet another place that I'd like to go. Again, the like button. That'll get me there. No, I'm kidding. I feel like we're low. That's all good. All right. Let us arm approach mode. Float blue. Glide slope blue. Marlon, what's up, man? Is the engine mode switch back to takeoff for VNAV? No, that is closer to approach. Before landing checklist, by the way, cabin crew has been advised, landing gear, we're gonna hold all that. No, so when we're on the approach, we'll flip that back to takeoff. That's more for the go around, Marlin. So we're still good. But what we do need to do is speed up a little bit and we can go flaps. Slow down a little bit more. We can actually probably go gear down. Intercept angle is a little wonky. Alright, before landing gear is down. And we're going to hit the glide slope before the final approach course. It's alright. Flaps. 1 to go. And so we would put this... Slow down a little bit more. There is loc and glide slope captured. Let's slow down. We can actually go approach flaps. Flaps. Now we can go power management takeoff. TRU low speed icing is fine. External lights are on and landing procedure completed. Cool. We good. There is the runway. Looks like we shot through the final approach course a little bit, but that's fine. Slowing it down. Martinique. Ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a big Cessna with those big flaps hanging down like that. Alright, let's land it. "104 knots is the approach speed." Dustin, good. How am I? I'm good, man. Third sector in this aircraft, and things are looking okay. You just slow down a little bit. Marlin, cool. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, this aircraft is different, yet it's pretty cool. I don't know. I like it. All right, let's pull up our airport diagram. What are we doing once we land? It's going to be a left. Cool. Whoa, why are we so far under the glide slope? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's weird. Autopilot off. We need to climb. That is not right. Not sure if that's an MSFS thing or an ATR thing or what, but whatever. We know how to fly an airplane, so we can handle that. Alright, let's grease this one. Let's trade altitude for airspeed here. Back on the glide. If I was paying attention and not doing external views, we probably would not have had that issue. Slow down.
500.
Cool. Fast.
Approaching minimum.
We're fast. We're still fast. Oh, now we're stuttering.
Minimum. Minimum.
Alright, let's go.
200.
That's better.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, we bounced it. Ugh. Ugh. That sucks. That's not good. Well, cancel reverse. Oh, that was terrible. Ugh. Oh, I hate to check the landing rate on that one, folks. Eesh. Now I'll make a left on Charlie here and check the gear. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. Oh well, long day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Martinique. Your vouchers for chiropractic services will be presented at the gate. Eesh. Start the timer here. Alright, after landing, radar can come off. Flight controls locked. Flaps, yeah, put those up. That was terrible. Landing was so... Oh, exactly. Zyro. Landing was so butter, the plane hopped up a little bit. Exactly. Oh, man. Flaps. Trims. We'll reset those. Here's one more Pac-Man sound for you guys. Landing lights. Strobe lights are all off. Icing. That's all off. Propeat's off. The TRU is off. Yeah. All right. And then after 2 minutes, condition lever 1 can get put into feather and then cut off. Yikes. Ay. Gonna need maintenance to check the gear on that one. It's really bad. Gosh. Ugh. Like my own back hurts after that. Oof. Let's make a right here on Lima. Yeah, we'll say that that's 2 minutes. Well, no. Minute 37. Well, welcome to Martinique. Beautiful island, I guess. I don't know. Never been here. The airport does not match up with what Navigraph is showing me. So, oh, it kind of does, actually. I think we screwed up. That's all right. We're going to park it right here. Yeah, the terminal is over there. Whoops. Oh, whatever. We'll park it right here on this white line. And hope that that is good enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right there. Ah, perfect. Okay, good. Got that right. Paul, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate the subscription. Oh, man. And by the way, we generally do better than that on the landings. Oh, my God. All right, it's been after 2 minutes, so this can come off. We can also feather that. Let's go back to the checklist. That's good. Procedure complete. Parking checklist, please. Parking brake is set. Taxi and takeoff lights are off. Condition lever 2 is in feather. Beacon light can come, well, as soon as we put this into hotel mode, now the beacon light can come off. Nav light come off too. Transponder is in standby. And we can open the doors and stuff like that and then check how poorly we did on our landing. Tail prop, ground power, shocks set. External power can come on. This can come off. Cool. Tail prop is on. Seatbelt signs are all off, and we can get GSX to start
This
the
parking is too small for your aircraft.
deboarding process.
The boarding requested.
There we go. Stop all that from flashing. Let's go outside real quick. All right, airplane's opened up. GSX should be coming with the trucks. I don't know where the passenger bus is, but that's all good. Anyway, Martinique. Oh, look at this,
Passenger
man.
bus is coming.
Look at this. Here comes the bus. Wow. Man, I gotta go here. Holy cow. Yeah, that would work. All right, getting all the vehicles in position here. Cool. What else? Seatbelt signs are off. And that's it. And we are actually leaving the aircraft. So there we go. Cool.
Passengers boarding starting.
What are you guys saying here? Yeah, you guys are just gambling. Cool. I think there's gambling here. I don't know. Is there gambling on Martinique? I don't know. Probably. 232. The worst of the day. Yikes. 1.17 Gs. Terrible. 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 Ugh. 232 feet per minute. Guys, I got to do better. We'll try harder. I don't know. I blame the update. They've improved the flight model. So... Oh man, all right, let's do the full shutdown. Oxygen main supply can come off. In fact, all of this stuff can come off. Not going off. There we go. These can all come off. Off. Come off. Off. That's already off. Fuel pumps. Off. Off. What else? These can go off. That can come off. Let me check one thing real quick, folks. I wonder about something. Yeah, charging off. Even though I've got the... See, that's messed up. Look, ground power is available. Battery charging on. Batteries on. Yet this is off. Charge off, charge off. So there's no way we could restart these engines. That's messed up. Anyway. Off, off. Exterior lights off. That's off. Radar is off. I'm not shutting. Well, yeah, no. Off. Fuel pumps 1 and 2 off. That can come off. External power off, battery off, whatever, fine. It's the fact that these the charging system will not charge the batteries when I'm on, obviously on external power. That's a huge miss. Anyway, VR Sim Pilot probably has bad landings in real life and blames them on an update. Yes. Zyro, when I have I've never had a bad landing in real life. But if I did, I would blame an update to either the weather or the real life aircraft. Good call, man. Good call. All right, folks. I think that is about gonna do it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you guys got a kick out of this. I mean, it was fun. You know, I think it was 3 sectors, pretty good. I think the ATR did pretty well on 3 sectors. The fact that you can't, shut down completely and restart off of ground power is a little bit of a bug in my opinion. But whatever. Just leave number 2 in hotel mode and you know, you can do a lot of sectors in this thing. You could fly all day in this thing. Just saying. Anyway, great aircraft, $20. My opinion, fully worth it in VR, 100%. Go buy it. So, anyway,
Pilots to boarding starting.
I think that's going to do it. So for me, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all on the next one very soon, hopefully sometime within the next few days. So y'all have a good day, good night, and good rest of your couple of days. Bye-bye.